The name is Law Nation. By far, as the room fill up, be sure to hit the like, share this content. Let friends, neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond.
What more do you want from me?
Come on with it. Mama said there will be days just like this. Come on with it. And of course, as the room fill up, sharing is caring. Recap the Raiders game. Cowboys star up, star down. Come on with it. Yep. Come on. They say ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? From my studios to yours, presented to you by PrizePicks. You can be in the mix. Don't forget to download PrizePicks. Come on. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on. All right. I miss y'all. Come on. Do you miss me too? Let's get it. And 1. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. But here you go again. 1. There you go. All right. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys for rocking and rolling with the nation all night. All night long, all night, all night long. Appreciate y'all, man. It's been a long day. Got a chance to watch and review a few things over and over again so that we can be on the right page, the same page, and the proper page, and all of the pages there. And I realized I did something wrong. I'm supposed to do this, but I guess I can build it while we talking. I want to say, Cowboy Nation, that we okay. This game right here, second game, the dress rehearsal game, there are a few things that we must improve on, right? You got to take everything with a grain of salt as it relates to preseason, but you can still look at some things that what you learned week 1, did they do better in week 2, right? And those are things that we look for. Who's really improving and who's just trying to, make it. And sometimes you can force yourself into a situation whereas you lose the finite thing that got you there. Like, for example, my guy Jalen Cropper. We was giving him all type of grace and mercy. But when he fumbled that ball, that goes like 4 or 5 sins. It's like having a few 100s, right? And then you get that 1-0. It takes away from a lot of those 100s you got. So, and it was the fact that he was pressing, right? He wanted to make a play. He trying to get big into a situation. And that's just what it is. From there, D-Shift says, we got powerful front offensive line. Yes, that is proven time and time again. There will be multiple film sessions of people pointing out, hey, this is what this guy did on this play. This is what he was able to get his hands inside, move garbage out the way, and make it their business to litter, right? So I like that type of stuff. And hopefully we can see more and more of that. Outside of cosmetics or makeup or feelings, this should be your offensive line unit. You shouldn't play around with it. Tyler, BB, Zach Martin, and Terrence Steele. That should be your starting 5, right? You can try to critique this and say, all right, we don't want to have 2 rookies out there. But dog it. Hey, you can't just go back and try to do that. No. Because what we see, we can't unsee. That's just what we can't unsee. We can't unsee that this dude right here, BB, is putting people down in the dirt. We can't unsee those things. And what we can say also, ladies and gentlemen, is, let me slow it down all the way. Let me slow it down. Look, 95. He pushing 95 down on the ground. I'm pushing big body, can't stop me for the 9.5 instead of 9.8. I got to sell 1 million copies, right? And then you want something too, little man, 40, 41, get out of the club, you know. Yeah. So that's just what I'm telling you guys. And when we look at everything, when we look at the complete picture, you know, we can all say to ourselves that this team, we need nastiness, you know. There was nobody who was willing to fight in that Green Bay game. It goes back to we return to the scene of the crime. And we need nastiness. I'm talking about so nasty that you don't bathe, you know, you smell them before they even arrive. I need that. Come on, baby, we need that. And the Cowboys, we've been so polite that we would knock a person down on the ground and we'll help them up and all of this stuff. So I absolutely embrace the fact that now all of a sudden we are them, you know, the people that bring nastiness to the table. And I don't like it at all. I love it, right? So that's what I wanted to break down from that aspect. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Sometimes all I want to do is just
Yeah. Let me show you this, though. I'm show y'all this, though. And shout out to Brian Baldinger, man, for, you know, his 180p videos that he putting out there. And we get a chance to look at everything from his perspectives. And let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. This is what I'm going to have to build a plane as we fly. Hold on. Bear with me, baby. Bear with me. There we go. Yeah. Right there. Come on. Slide this over here. And let's play it. Watch this.
Sometimes all I want to do is just put an ISO camera on Tyler Guyton and just watch him go about his business.
Yeah.
He ain't done. He's going to go knock him down again. 2 knockdowns.
Look, I love that. Knocked him out. You can't even see him on the picture frame no more. That's what we needed, man. We needed somebody to do that. And I would say this too. When we talk about players as content creators or analysts, you can't paint a player into the corner or put a player into a box and say, hey, this guy was drafted here. This is what he will forever be, right? And that's what a lot of people do from the, you know, critiques of what we do from our aspect of it. Hey, Law, you said, you know, and that's why I really don't talk ill will of any of the first round draft picks as it relates to offensive linemen, right? Because for one, I've never been 300 pounds, never will be. And for two, I never played that position. And for three, come on, man, they've been hitting really good with the offensive linemen. So a lot of people who are doing like this, oh, man, Tyler Guyton, man, need to apologize. But at the end of the day, move on. You don't have to continue to apologize, right? Same could be said for BB and Tyler Smith, all of the Tylers, right? So all I can tell y'all, just enjoy the ride. Enjoy it and take this on as, hey, man, sometimes people find their niche, and they're good at that. And the Cowboys are really good at finding guys in the first round as it relates to offensive linemen. And not just there, finding guys in general on this team. Last year was Brandon Aubrey, right? Finding a kicker from the stands somewhere. Like, hey, come on down. Can you kick? Hey, get the football. Let's kick. And he's able to be one of those world beaters now as it relates to kicking the ball. So that's what I like to see. Aubrey has the money of 66 yards, and I don't even have to say star up for him. But it's star up for him. Star up for Tyler Guyton, you know. And, boy, he's a long way off from us wishing and wanting Chuma Edoga out there. Come on, wait, baby.
Sometimes all I want.
Oh, the wrong one. Hold on. Let me put this up here. Hold on. Boom.
Guyton.
Let's pull up the longer version of that video brought to you by Brian Baldinger. You know, all right, Baldy's film. Let's listen.
Rolled into Vegas and rolled off the rock. Watch him and Schoonmaker right here. Roll Max Crosby right out of there. On the opening play of the game. You got Cooper Beebe at center, 2 rookies out there playing. Akeem Richards, Bass, like all Cowboy draft picks. You watch right here. Like, this is what you want. Like, that's Adam Butler right there. Been in the league a long time.
For a minute.
Just put him down. Put him down on the ground. Put him to sleep. It's a Sunday night. Put him to bed.
I'm going to take you to bed.
Come off the rock right here. This is excellent right here. Like, Good push. Running right behind him.
Man, give that man some flowers, man. You know, look how he squeezed down in there and missiled through there to get them yards, man. And then look at the front. The front is everything, man. I'm seeing hat on hat, hat on hat. I'm seeing hands inside if possible. We're seeing all of this good stuff, and I love it. I love it, Cowboy Nation.
Good push. Running right behind him. Asim Richards. Cooper Beebe.
Awesome,
like,
Richards.
It's looking good. Like, watch 3
Push.
double teams here.
Look at that, man. Before he even go into the further of the situation, hat on hat. Low man win. Look at him. Look at the knee band right here. Oh my gosh, man! And look at the double team. Wham, 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 slam. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't want to do no action, 41 ain't about that biz naive. And we got a free man right here. You know, so I like what we're seeing and we doing, baby. Hey, come on.
Double team right here with Richards and Beebe. Right here on Max. And watch what Deuce gets loose. Right? He goes for 12 yards. Makes Jack Jones miss right there.
And these days starters too, by the way. So I do like that. And look at the space and opportunity, man. Deuce is loose, man. Look at all of this right here. When you can do that, that's a good thing. Now, here's how the play-by-play of the situation goes, ladies and gentlemen. I can only call what I see. I can only tell you guys what I see and go back into the mindset of what my natural eyes were able to see. And remember, I said that when we were out there in Oxnard, you can't tell the difference of who really pressing the holes or who's really getting out in space, because you can put me on with a helmet out there and say, hey, Law, run, you know, because you can't take me to the ground. I look like doggone Barry out there mixed with Emmett. And you couldn't really evaluate Deuce Vaughn because he had those hams, man. So he wasn't even out there. So granted, I said what I said. I said, hey, man, he may hit the practice squad. I'll call his dad and everything and say, hey, Dad, your son, you're going to have to do something with that, man, you know, because at the end of the day, we want to have so many rooms and slots, right? But here's the thing. Deuce Vaughn, he's looking good now, but it still wasn't even as impressive as he looked last preseason. I'm just calling a spade a spade. He looked better even last preseason. Who remember him catching a damn ball and spinning and getting a touchdown? Now, granted, we're looking at Deuce Vaughn from the aspect of this offensive line doing his busy work, but he looked just as good last season, right? He wasn't given the opportunity in the games. So I'm just telling y'all for what it is, not for what anything else, because at the end of the day, when he was brought about in real games, right, against all starters who know the tendencies and what you try to do, he didn't give us that. So what I'm telling you guys, that what we need to do here is have him at heavy rotations. I would love to see Deuce Vaughn in heavy rotations in a real game, like what they did in this game. I'm quite sure he'll find a short area. He got short area quickness. He got bursts. He got accelerations. And let him get comfortable and get him into a flow of things and still utilize the dual back system approach. I like that. I think that that's the best way for the Cowboys at this point.
He goes for 12 yards. Makes Jack Jones miss right there. But it's a clean line of scrimmage. Then you just get this. Like Guyton just going about it.
Guyton.
Like, bam. Throw him down once.
Get him
out
again.
of here. It's Sunday night. I'm taking out the
Saturday. It's Saturday night.
an attitude, man. I like it. You watch him right here. Watch this.
I got to watch that one again, man.
Going about his business.
I like this. Watch it.
Bam.
Get out of
Throw
here.
him down once. Get out of here.
Hey, you know what he said right here, dog? Hey, look at him on the ground, folded up like a wallet. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Throw him down once. Get out of here. It's Sunday night. I'm taking out the trash.
Hey, that's what he said right there. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it till y'all get tired of watching it. I know y'all can't get tired of watching it.
Like Guyton just going about his business. Like, bam. Throw him down once.
Yeah. Hey, how the grass taste, man? Yeah, it happened to you. It's happening. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening, dog. It's happening. No. Yeah, you gonna get this whooping, huh? Come on, you get one too. Yeah. Hush. I said hush if I give you something to cry for. Hush. Hey, when you ever in this position in life, it's over with. It's just you done. You done. You done. DONE. Put DONE in the chat. And I like this, man. You know, matter of fact, I'm lying. I love this, man.
It's an evil world we live in.
Because at the end of the day, we haven't seen this in a long time. It's been many a moons. Ain't that right? HyperX, DONE. Come on. Dro, yeah, DONE. Birdie, done. 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 He's done. He's cooked. Let's rewind. Let's go watch this over and over again. All right. Come on. Baldy, give me the breakdown.
Like, bam.
Bam.
Throw him down once. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Get on. Get. That's what I like to see, man. DONE. Look at him. He's trying to play what's that doggone Connect 4, whatever you play on the ground. What you call that game? Twister. Yeah, he trying to play Twist. Yeah. So DONE, baby. So that's what's going on with him. Let's play the rest of this audio.
It's Sunday night. I'm taking out the trash. You got an attitude, man. I like it. You watch him right here. Watch this set.
Twister. That's what he was playing by
right
himself.
Knee, like Lane Johnson. You might have learned that from him. Like, all right, you get a little help there.
Hands inside. Yeah.
Look at the control he has. Long arms, resetting his hands. A lot of stuff to like about what Tyler Guyton did last night. Played the whole first half. Two hands on his.
Now, I hate the Lane Johnson reference, but Lane Johnson is one of the Duke Manyweather guys that work out, what have you, in Dallas. And shout out to Duke Manyweather for all that he does. Hey, y'all find Duke and y'all send him cash apps and PayPals and say, hey, man, cup of coffee or something on me, man. Get you a donut or something, bro, you know. But when you look at that cool stance, that is a cool stance. I can't even lie to you. It's a cool stance. And I'm looking at this dude right here, his length. He got length. He got perfect position. His feet is going to slide, right? You know? And for me, there's a picture of Tyler Guyton side by side of Tyler Smith. And I'm sitting there like, damn, he's making Tyler Smith look small, you know? And it's crazy because I don't foresee Tyler Guyton being that massive of a human being, but he is. And he got long arms, the Hollison arms, by the way. And watch.
Right knee, like Lane Johnson. You might have learned that from him. Like,
look at that slide, man.
All right,
he got a little chip, so that throws his equilibrium off. That throws his dexterity off and everything. That little chip right there, little kidney check.
Help there.
And then, he got his hands so quick inside. I'm telling y'all, in life, elbows inside, if you're fighting, if you're shooting basketball, and don't talk about my form, but if you're shooting basketball, if you're punching, you get more drive from your force from the inside. Even if you're running track, you know, if you run track, keep your elbows inside and thrust. And what you're seeing where his power is coming from is his base right here. You get more power from your legs than anything on your body because of your core. And I'm thinking that even if what you're really doing is, you know, the earth work with you. The earth works with you. So when you working with the earth, meaning that when you're grounded, baby, when you're grounded, You pulling the core, man. You pulling all of the energy from the core, man. You pulling all of the energy from the core. You pulling all of the energy from the core. And you pulling this energy from the core of the earth. That means that he got his hands inside. There's nothing you can do. When you got your hands inside, and then look, nothing he can do. It's on fight from here, baby. Nothing he can do. Damn. Yeah, he's off. A body in motion stays in motion. You got to keep this kid in cylinder. All right, so
look at the control he has.
Control,
long arms,
recover. He got him inside. Now they holding hands. They holding hands. It's over with. They holding hands. They going on a date. Yeah. He's going on a date not to see this person right here, because that's what you want to do. You want to keep your quarterback protected, and look at the space right here. With this much space, man, you can build Rome all over again. You know, so that's what I'm liking, and that's what we are seeing from here. And watch, get up in the
resetting his hands.
Where he said
a lot of stuff to like. About what
the ball already out.
He played the whole first half.
Yeah, the ball was already out. So I do love what I'm seeing out of all of this, ladies and gentlemen. And Myles Garrett, Kobe, Myles Garrett gonna move on Steele's side. Shoot, that dude got some long reach, man. I ain't gonna even lie, I didn't see it coming. I didn't see this coming at all. I looked at the fact that he played right tackle. I did look at the fact that, of course, you know, the quarterback was left-handed for OU, but I looked at the fact that he played right tackle, and I thought it was going to be a year such for him to get things going. But to be 1,000 with y'all, man, it's just always like that. The Cowboys find ways, man. And this is what I said to Duke, and this is jokingly speaking, though, you know. I said, Duke, have you ever tried turning water into wine? I'm just asking, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that he's the Messiah or anything, but have he ever tried to turn water into wine? Because he's able. Let me see if there's any response down there. Maybe he did respond. He didn't laugh out loud. He prayed. Because at the end of the day, man, he responded. Because I'm just thinking that when he put his hands, like, there's nobody outside a selective few who saw Terrence Steele coming, right? We all knew that Tyler Smith needed some work, right? And we knew that Tyler Guyton needed some work. And Cooper Beebe, he always been a strong guy. You know what I'm saying? He always been him or Himothy or him over there, you know. So it's always, man, Duke doing the Lord's work, man. You know, he's doing it, man, because I'm not saying that he's the creator, but I'm telling you guys, for what he's able to do with some of those small pieces, he's getting things going, right? Yep, Roger says he ain't lying. Yeah. Well, hey, I'm just saying, I read somewhere in that book, he said, greater works will you do, you know, meaning that you will figure out ways to do even things better, you know. So I'm just saying, he might want to try to turn some water into wine, because he might can do it. He might can walk on some water. But I did read somewhere, let me know if I'm lying. Come on, slap your neighbor and say, Law is not lying. Come on. Yeah, slap your neighbor and say, he ain't lying. Come on, where is that? Slap your neighbor.
He ain't lying.
Yeah. Come on. Jerry need to pay Duke, but he don't need to bring him in, because then he won't be able to give that extra time on the collective bargain agreement. Yeah, greater works will you do. Come on, baby. Somebody in there. Yeah, somebody in there know what I'm talking about. Somebody been reading. Yeah. Shout out to you, Stephen White. Jerry better give that man some more cash. Yeah, pay that man under the table. Pay him under the table. And that's just what he's doing. Trey is just not reliable as Dak. I think that is too soon to talk upon the Trey thing. But before we talk about the Trey thing, let me go back to this picture right here of Cooper Beebe, another Duke's works that he's been doing. This Cooper, man, and what I like more so than anything that's out here is the fact that this season I'm seeing more and more and more of the Cowboys quarterbacks lining up under center. I'm seeing more and more of the Cowboys lining up under center. And star up to 5'6" and star up to 19. I love seeing this, ladies and gentlemen. And for the second star up, I give 76 a star up. Because I don't foresee, and they fit in this square peg in a round hole or a round peg in a square hole, however that saying goes. They trying to put them there, but I'm still giving them a star up. I think that Awesome is a better tackle than guard still, but he's playing up to par. Even though you can see the inefficiencies in Awesome Richards, right? You can see a few of it. This week, I'm giving another star up to TJ. TJ performed a whole lot better. I got a question mark to my guy over here because I just don't know what they doing with Princeton Fant. Is it going to be Hunter Lipke or is it going to be Princeton Fant? And like I told him, he got to have that PhD mentality, and hopefully he can get something going for that. Right now, let's go. Oh, did I already mention? Yeah, he gets a star up too. He get a big star. No question mark on this kid. He just get the big star right here. He gets a big star, and that is Deuce Vaughn. Come on with it. Watch this play right here, and we seeing hands inside. We see the engagements there. Twist when the shoulder pads are down. Here's we are not even at full strength, baby. We're not even at full strength. Oh, my God. Look at that. Hands on your knees on your hands. Yeah. Look at him. How that dirt tastes. Where my guy at? Come on, let me tune into the audio of both of them. Let me tune into the audio to both of them right here. Look at these boys. They on the ground. Oh, no. Look at them. They both crying. Hush. Listen to your daddy, 56. Don't be throwing stuff around. Go to your room. Go to bed. Hey, he taking a knee over here. He taking a knee. The knee of submission, baby. Oh, my God, man. Oh, boy, how you gonna live the rest of your life with that number, man? Look at 95. He's taking the knee. I submit. Hey, he playing Twister, you know. That's the second time we said this, man. Them two working together. Come on. And one of the things that in practice, I believe the first day of pads, it could be the second day of pads, that we heard Mike McCarthy said, I don't like seeing all of my players on the ground. Well, damn it, you ain't going to see your players on the ground as often because these boys right here, woo, don't y'all know what's really going on? Don't y'all know what's really going on? That's Cooper Beebe right now with Awesome Richards to his left and TJ and them to his right. This about to get really crazy, y'all. It's about to get really crazy.
It's an evil world we live in.
When you just think about the strength, a real life juggernaut of strength that Tyler Smith will have, and Zach Martin, and Cooper inside, I'm like, man, call Emmett back, man, with the gray beard and all. Put him in the backfield. Let's just see it one more time. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to outspeak my wisdom teeth, but call Emmett back. Let's see it one more time. Put him in the backfield, y'all, with the gray beard and the cane and whatever he need, man. Come on, because it's about to be really good for us. Run the ball. I seen a play one time, and they practiced it one time. They had T.J. Bass. Remember I was telling y'all about that jumbo package when I was out there in Oxnard? They did that exact same lineup in the goal line, and we scored 100% of the time. They had T.J. Bass as your quote-unquote third tight end on that play. Hunter Lupke and I got Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. They was at the goal line, and they had their lineup there. Cooper Beebe, Tyler Smith, and Zach Martin. They scored 100% of the time. I promise you, right here to the man. It's on one of those footages. Go find them. Go find it. So, star up to that, man. I like the lineup. I like the strength of Cooper. The only reservations we had was snapping the ball, and it looks like he's getting better and better in time with that, right? So star up to him. I want to go over these stat lines for your mind, but before we do that, I think I got the cheat sheet here. Let me go with my cheat sheet. All right, here's my cheat sheet. Shout out to my guy Brandon Laurie. We talked about the who needed to shine, who needed to show up in this game. Eric Scott Jr., he's fighting for his life. Let me tell y'all, Eric, my guy, Scott, my other Mississippi guy, he's fighting for his life to be on this team. And he made the chart, but it was only at 75. Yeah, but he's fighting for his life. Izzy, he's a safety. That's a crowded room. And what we seen out of Julius Woods, I'm surprised his name is not up on there. If his name is not up on here as a high grade, it's just because maybe the grader went to sleep. And I'm gonna have to talk to my guy Ben from PFF and let me know what's going on with that. But by his name, if I don't see his name up here, let me hit the button.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Wanye playing a hell of a good ball. He playing so good. Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson like, hey, coach, you got to get me out there for a few reps or something. You know, give me something. Let me just do a little something. And then you got Darius Harris. He made a few plays. He's number 46. You look back at film, he did some good hook the sideline stuff. It's a long trail for him. Keemon Hall, another Mississippi boy. I'm biased to all my Mississippi boys. Y'all shouldn't have told me that last night. I had to look up Keemon Hall and them. I'm calling Pookie and Ray Ray. Said, hey, y'all know Halls? Y'all know the Halls? Yeah. He's up there. He gave him a 90.3 star up for him. Yeah, 43 with the pick 6 star up for him. Tyler Guyton, 71.9 star up for him. It should be in the 80s or the 90s the way he was looking, but hey, we're gonna talk about that a whole nother day. Trey Lance, 82.9 star up for him. Alex, star up for him. He was able to catch the ball on the side there and get things going. I don't know who this guy is, Cabral. Y'all let me know what he did. I have to look back at tape. Racy McMath, he was a good guy out there. Let me see who that guy is. Let me see. Ask Gronk. I ain't going to ask Gronk. I'm going to see. Boom. Who's this guy? We must just picked him up. He's a guard. Guard! Did they get to? I don't even remember us signing him. So, yeah. Let me know what number he wears. Maybe there's a typo. But they say he's on the team, so he had a high-ass grade, so we'll see what he did. Racy McMath. The math was mathing. He was carrying the 2. He was subtracting his he was using the FOIL method. Yeah. He was doing all of the methods, and that's why he was 3 receptions, 3 targets for 54 yards. And he was averaging right at 18 yards per catch or what have you. So salute to him. That was my LSU boy. I know he got a long battle. This is from Montgomery. Yeah, and McMath, man, let me show y'all something. He's a tall target, 6'3", 218, 220. He looks the part when you see him in real life. And he's still young. He's 25. So he was a guy that, was Trey's go-to guy out there in training camp. He was literally him out there because that's where he started at with the third team. And it was just kind of crazy. Like last week, he was just playing basketball with the football. But star up to him. Do he have a chance on his team? If Cropper keep dropping the ball, you can't. The one thing that McMath got over some of these guys is that McMath equals 6'3", 220. I know it say 217, but Cropper would never get 6'3", 220, right? Billy Johnson and them, he ain't gonna get that big. He stopped growing, So all of the tight clothes he'll wear and little shorts, hey, that's all he got, right? Shoot, so he ain't gonna get no bigger, y'all. So that's just what it is, as far as height wise. So that's what he have. And Ryan Flo, that's just what it is. Ryan Flanoy, he started up for him, even though he had 6 targets, 4 catches, but he had a touchdown in his game. And I think that you got to look at the fact that they drafted him. And can somebody let me know what Jerry Rice's son is doing right now? Because I need to know, is he making plays? Because everybody was banging on the table for Jerry Rice and them. And everybody was like, hey, when we going to draft the bloodline players, everybody mad. Like, I was sitting back like, hey, I'm going to sit back. And shout out to Aisha Morrison for pointing out all of the numbers on Ryan Flanoy before he was drafted. I remember her breakdown. Yeah. Ryan Flo is an NFL wide receiver. Yeah. Yeah. So what happened to Jerry Rice's son, though? What happened to Jerry Rice? Is it Braden Rice? Yeah. What happened to him, man? Yeah. Ryan is mentored by Chris Carter. Yeah. Yeah. So what happened to Jerry Rice's son? What he's been doing? Yeah. Have he been making some plays? Because there was the option between him and Flo. He's doing good. Yeah. I heard down there in 49ers land, we getting old, y'all. T.O. got a son that played in it. I said, damn, T.O.'s son catching everything. Yeah. And he plays for the 49ers. Y'all want to know how tall Flo is? Let me see. 6'1", 200. But he don't look it, though. It's just weird. He looks like he's 6'2", and he definitely don't look 200 pounds. He definitely don't look 200. He looked like 215, 220-ish. Yeah. T.O.'s son, he looking good. He's playing for the 49ers, though. Therese Owens, he's looking pretty good out there. Therese and them. All right. Star up for Deuce Vaughn. Star up for Royce Freeman. Snoop Connor, he averaged 3 yards per tote. 5 carries for 15 yards. Star up for him. I think that was a great deal. John Stevens, star up. Kelvin Harmon, star up for him. I think that he did a great job as well out there on the field. Let me see what we got here. Come on with it. Appreciate y'all so much. Schoonmaker. How y'all feel about Schoonmaker? T.O.'s son now out for the season. He got hurt. Dang. Did Jerry Rice's son get hurt too? Good Lord. Yeah. It's crazy how this world works, huh? One day of practices, and let me give y'all a star down on Jalen Brooks. I like Jalen, and he's one of the guys that I really was saying that, hey, he's the X wide receiver on the edge here. is that spot belongs to Ryan. Yeah, because that touchdown, that trigger Trey, what Trey was that? You know what trigger Trey did? Shoot. That touchdown, Trey got touch on his ball now. That was against a starter. That wasn't like he did that against somebody that's going to be delivering newspapers and stuff like that, you know, or sitting in the chair, you know, taking orders at Wingstop. Nah, he did that against a star kind of caliber player, and he routed him up. Yeah. So he could be our X. If we can get a slight better version, no shade at my guy Michael Gallup, we winning, baby. We winning. Because you still got Cooks you got to worry about. And whenever C. Dangerous Lamb gets out of the contract holdout thing, it's going to be real good for us. And most of us going to be going through the apology tour for the Joneses, because them jokers done pulled it off again. We gonna be saying most of us gonna be saying, yeah, you know, we apologize, man. Joneses, man, y'all did a good job again of evaluating this team, because ultimately in a draft you're not looking for 5 starters out of a draft. You're looking for 1 or 2 starters every year. You're looking for 1 or 2 starters. And we literally, in this draft, we got Ryan, BB, and you got my guy Tyler Guyton. Yeah. Turpin, he's going to be your you know, that end around that they try to do with Flo? That's going to be Turpin. That's going to be touchdown. Yeah. So you got all of those things, Leon, that you can look back at and say, okay, yeah. So those are the stars up and star down guys, and Cropper and McMath clears to the practice squad. Hey, next week on Saturday, it will be your practice squad Super Bowl. You fighting for your life. You fighting for, hey, I'm showcasing my talent, my skill set for 31 other teams, but I'm also, most importantly, fighting for that final 53 spot. That's what you're fighting for. That's what we all waiting for. Here's the craziest thing. They got cut day, believe it or not, on August the 27th. They got Fan Appreciation Day here in Frisco on August the 27th. So we would know news when they know news, you know. Yeah, who made the team? Yeah, dog, let me see. Oh, hey, man, you cut, dog. Yeah. Nah, man, you can't take my Best Buy job. Nah, man, you better go try to go make this practice squad. Yeah, that's my Best Buy job, you know. Yeah, so cut day, we would know who's really on this team. And we will be scouring. We will be looking at all of the 31 other teams and saying, okay, I like him. That's why I say it's so important to not just watch our preseason game, but watch all of everyone else preseason game. So you can say, hey, that guy Sean, oh, I know a little bit about him. Hey, he would be a good person for me, you know. So that's how you got to look at this thing, ladies and gentlemen. So 7 o'clock, I'm watching the Niners play. You know, we're gonna watch all of that. I'm gonna call my brother too, on Trigger Trey and everything, seeing how he likes Trigger Trey over here in Dallas and stuff like that, and see what kind of wager we got going on for the 2024 season. You know how that goes. Cut boys better call Dan Quinn. Yeah, but I'm looking at the Washington team and seeing, okay, who is not buying the system that Dan Quinn is putting out, right? Who's not buying the system, and who's ready to, you know, jump ship and move over here? So we're looking at all of that. BB and Tyler Guyton slapping Max Crosby around. Yeah. And look how blessed we are. That organization fighting over Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. We are in a whole better situation than them. Yeah, so I do like that all the way and collectively speaking, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's look at our prize picks. Appreciate everybody, man, for your support. Prize Picks been taking good care of us. Be sure on Prize Picks you can be in the mix. Download Prize Picks, and 100 of your deposit of your first $100 will be matched by them. And that's like you put in 100, you look down, you have $200 in the pot there. And with Prize Picks, they got more or less. They have more than just football. They have MLB. They have WNBA. They have a whole bunch of stuff. MLB. And then, of course, they got Stephen A. Smith. I heard that whenever he makes a pick, it just makes his forehead get a little bit bigger, a little bit larger. So shout out to Stephen A. Smith. That's why he looking like that on that photo right there. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Let's look at this right here. We will, because a lot of people have been asking, hey, Law, I want to give you my thoughts. I want to give you my opinions. So we will have the rest of the show open to the phone lines. Y'all just jump on in with your thoughts. Jump on in with your conversation that rules the nation. I want to know how you guys feel about everything in here. And let me get some music while I'm opening up the lines and everything. But I appreciate y'all. I want to know what's on your mind. Come on, baby. Let's get it. The hotline for your mind. 657-390-7391. Come on with it. Let me know the good, the bad, the ugly.
Nowadays, nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo, please. No photos. Jeez. No.
Come on.
No photos. Hit the door and the doorman just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer.
Come on.
If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up, wait till I old producer saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up. Talk of the town where you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things with your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up and move humble club.
And we have from the 8. Oh, 3. Come on with it. From the 803, the hotline brought to you by Prize Picks. You're live.
What's going on, Law? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm well, man. I can't complain. How you living?
Yeah, man.
It's
good.
good.
Man. It's a great game yesterday, man. I wish I could have saw most of it. I saw the game, more of the game today when I went back and looked at it. Because my lights went out on me when we was on the live stream. I was in the storm, so I missed a quarter. So I missed of the game last night. But I caught you right at the end, right before you went off the air yesterday. Like I said, man, I said after the first preseason game, Trey Lance is a 25 to 27 attempt guy.
Right.
Have a good running game, playing from under center where he's comfortable from playing from under center. That's what he did. And probably if he played the wing tee, he played from under center.
Right.
If he played at North Dakota State, which they was a run-heavy team, and when he did throw the ball in North Dakota State, he threw the ball. He was throwing short passes or he was throwing passes that hurt you.
Right.
Yeah, he was trying to hurt you. So that's not. He don't have a lot of stars. This is where he's at. If he had a game plan or a coordinator that does the same thing for him, like maybe that they do in Baltimore for their quarterback, that's the type of system that he would probably flourish in. If you don't have that system and you don't have a quality running game, he's not gonna fare well, because he's just showing you that, hey man, he has some technical issues at this long in the thing. Some of the technical issues not gonna go away.
You know what, Coach? Yeah, and that explains the reason why. The Niners drafted him. Explain the reason why.
It's DNA. It's quarterback DNA. You can't change the quarterback's DNA. You can enhance it. You can make it better. But if his DNA is not a pocket passer and never has been never a volume passer, you cannot change that now.
Right.
In the NFL.
Yeah, so, you can't change it now. You just got to play to you got to be able to coach to the strength of the player. I was listening in to, because my brother, me and him, we share so many storylines of like players before they get here, and he shared with me like, Brock Purdy, he grew up in quarterback school and camp, and guess what camp he went to?
Well, if I went to Shanahan camp.
He went to Troy Aikman's camp. He went to Troy Aikman camp. So he went there and he learned. And by the time he was in the pros, he was already seasoned, right? That's why he was able to pick up the playbook a whole lot better. And he's similar to a degree that we're seeing out of Trey Lance, but he's more seasoned. In order for Brock Purdy to win, you got to have run game. You got to block it up front. And that's the common ingredients for most players. But what they did was they said, hey, this dude is already going. We already figured him out. We still have development situation with Trey Lance. Let's just shop him and see what we can get in return, because we're going to go all in on Brock Purdy. So, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And I'm going to say one last thing about Trey. I think San Francisco saw Kaepernick again, and they wanted to try to get that.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Yeah.
That's what they
That's
saw.
a damn good comp. Oh, my gosh, man, Coach. You're killing it. Yeah. That's a good comp. Yeah.
Kaepernick, and they said, let's go get that again.
Yeah.
Because strong arm, not like and he can run. Let's go get that. But that was for Harbaugh, not for Shanahan. Shanahan said, well, I'd rather have a more of a accurate passer and a guy that can go here and there when I tell him to go without hesitating and throw the ball on time, than a guy that I knew that I'm going to have to take. And the only thing that's going to help him is we're going to have to go with him, but he's going to have to get playing time.
Yeah.
But when we're at a win-now type thing, the guy needs to get to play is here, and let's try to get off. Let's don't make a bad mistake and hold on to a bad mistake for a long period of time. Let's get off, because we know that this guy shouldn't have been the fourth pick in the draft. Yeah. He could have been a regular. He shouldn't have been the fourth pick in the draft. Yeah. And that's not bad. Not saying the guy's not, but if you put him in the right system, he's going to do well. Yeah. Now I want to tell us about the pump the brakes thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's pump the brakes. Nathan Newton said this is greatly, man. It's a curse and it's a blessing to be a Cowboy rookie. The blessing is that you are in the best organization. You are on the spotlight. But it's a curse because we go well overboard, and we go to the point of we're making them all pros before they even get started. And and there's going to be some growing pains. These two rookies in this offensive line look well, but this, you got to understand, I'm not talking about the level of competition. It's just game 2. There's a lot that they're going to learn. It's going to be a lot with that body. You got to ask Tyler Smith when he went through that first year. He felt better that second year, because you're going to play more games against stronger players, more games than you ever played before in your life against grown men. And it's going to be a wear and tear on your body to get to the finish line. And we're probably going to be asking these guys, if we want to get to the finish line that we want to go, we're going to ask them to play more games than they ever played in their life against grown men. And we're going to be asking them to play 21 games in a football season, in the grind and the things that changing. So this is why the Cowboys probably said, hey, man, yes, we're going to put them in the fire, but let's try to keep them on the second string just long enough for them to know that this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. So we try, and hopefully, if they do get a little fatigue, we're going to have some guys that can maybe step in there. If they get a nick and we say we have to send them out of the game, we're going to be able to be okay. Again, I say 2 things. I know y'all talked about my man playing guard, being tackled better than he played guard. Well,
awesome Richards. Right.
But look at this, Law. The Cowboys have showed you in the last 2 years they're not looking for a swing guard or a swing tackle. They're looking for left side players and right side players.
True.
They're looking for a backup left side, guard or center, guard and tackle, and then Bass is your right side guy, guard, right? They're going to put Wesco. They're trying to see if the Wesco could be your backup right tackle. We're not even thinking about moving on the other side. We just play them on one side. We're going to have a right side and a left side, and we're going to, if they can interchange between guard and tackle on that side, that's fine. But
I like that level of thinking there. I appreciate you, Coach Marv. That's Coach Marv, y'all. Yes, indeed.
So the last thing I want to say is
that
we talking about that they're, we're talking about how they're coming with that. But the defense I saw, I liked what I saw. Hey, and I want to give a shout out to Marv. 96 ain't bad at all running.
Right.
Now he might not be no pass rusher, but he's hard to move. He's a load in there. And he's only going to get better for what you're going to ask him to do. But the linebacker play, I'll say this, Boss, I told Boss Cowboy this, and this is going to be Zimmer's defense. Zimmer's defense is based to make safeties and linebackers stars.
He is. Shoot.
Everything is funneled to the safety, that's wrong, the safeties, and the linebackers to make plays. That's where it's funneled to. And if you watch these first two games, those two positions are glaring on the screen already. We almost had an interception by a linebacker and a safety in this past game. We have a safety. Ain't that the number 43 plays it? Safeties and linebackers is built for this defense to be stars.
No doubt, Coach. Yes, indeed.
That's why I think Michael Parsons is going to enjoy.
Oh yeah, I think
gonna make him a star.
I think instead of 55 dropping it, if that was number 11, that'll be his first pick six. Yeah, he gonna get his first INT this season, like you said.
And
I think he'll get
on his way to 130 tackles,
Hell yeah.
3 interceptions, 17 and a half sacks easily, and do something that has never been done in the NFL before. And this guy playing in the right position and in the right places should easily get those numbers.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, Coach Marv. Thank you for your words, man. Appreciate you. Yes, indeed. The youth. We can see the youth aspect of it, and that's Coach Marv, y'all. I get it. I get what he's saying, 1,000% that there's going to be growing pains. But every now and then you get a good group of youth guys to come in and change some things and make some things shake. And what brought it up to my mind, I know it's a different sport, but these two guys, let me know who y'all see in that picture right there. That these two guys shaped up and changed the league to a degree, but they was the young guys, and when I see these two guys right here, I'm thinking the same way of my boys, right? I'm thinking that could be Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe of the offensive line. Let me know if it's a reach for me. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if that's reaching. But I just think that the youth is just what it is, and I think that these two boys, Cooper and Tyler Guyton, they could be just that. And the craziest thing of it all is that with Tyler Guyton, to the right of him, he's going to have Tyler Smith. And the craziest, super duper craziest thing of it all is that to the right and the left of Cooper Beebe, he got to the left of him Tyler Smith and to the right of him Zach Martin. So it's not like they're going to be out there by themselves. Lance Bell like, dog, it might be a reach though, dog. Let me be great, Lance. Lance, let me be great, man. Come on, man. I came up with an ideal and you're going to shoot it down. Come on, man. Action power. Come on, man. Hey, man.
Damn.
Hey, man, why y'all ain't going to let me be great, man? Y'all, let me dream. Why y'all gonna shoot it down, man? For the 901, you're live on the nation, brought to you by PrizePicks in the mix. Talk to me.
Hello?
Hey, it's Computer.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, what's good, man? Let me say this number in, man. What's good with you?
This is my work number for
Okay.
Homeway Construction. Remodel bathroom, kitchens, interior, exterior, water mitigation, and roof. So you need anything, make sure you call Homeway Construction in Memphis, Tennessee, and the surrounding area.
You want me? You want me to give you? You want me to say the whole number out? Now I can say the whole number now.
Nah, they tell them to go to Homeway.
Okay.
Fill out a free quote request.
Shit.
Or I can just give y'all the owner's number. Everybody got it anyway.
Yeah. Give the owner's number,
give y'all
man.
Riley
Shoot.
number.
Give me Jerry number. Give me Jerry Jones number, computer. we won't say nothing bad to him.
I got Steven's number. I ain't got Jerry's number.
Okay.
I'm still working on that.
Yeah. I don't want to touch Steve.
One of these days, y'all gonna look up. Y'all gonna see me and Law sitting up in that box of Jerry, and I'm gonna wipe Jerry's glasses off.
You gonna wipe his glasses? You gonna hand him the towel? He gonna hand you the towel and everything?
Yeah. I'm gonna wipe them off, and then I'm gonna look at the camera and wink. Yeah, I told y'all. That's some good stuff, coming. Man. It's coming, man. Yeah, one of these days, I might end up marrying one of them kids in that family, and I'll be sitting there real good.
Man, you be sitting there real good, man. Look.
Change my name to Computer Jones.
Computer Jones. You change your name. Yo.
The first black member of the family.
The first brother, the first black member.
Yeah, man.
He's the Joneses.
Y'all little color over here. Some of that little melanin. Pass some of my melanin around so y'all ain't got to use that suntan lotion.
Suntan lotion. Hey, but computer, be careful now. Make sure she's the Joneses because he got some. I ain't going to say that because I don't want to say that. Nah, I ain't going to say that. I'm about to get in trouble. See, computer, I'm about to get in trouble. Yeah, but how you feel about them Cowboys?
You about to get us banned already. Banned from camp, banned
from everything.
Can't go to the store no more. Like, computer, your ID don't work over here no more. I'm like, what? What happened?
They done sniped me.
Y'all know that with that, but okay.
I made the joke about the outside. Oops, I said it out loud, man. But what you got, man? What you got on this season and this preseason?
I just want y'all to realize something. Me and a lot of people have been saying, this team is better than it was last year. This is the best team that we've had and the best coaching staff we had since Jimmy coaching staff.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy is a better coach than Bill Parcells was. I'm going to tell you one reason why. Bill Parcells didn't coach in the office. All he did is tell everybody what to do.
Yeah. Keep cooking, man. Keep cooking.
I'm going to go with y'all. Yeah. And so, yeah. Okay.
I'm about to say, Jerry got you.
Oh no, I'm at the St. Jude golf tournament.
Oh yeah, golf tournament. You just playing some golf. I feel you, bro. I feel you, man.
No, you know. Now they out here doing the St. Jude golf tournament in town for the PGA.
PGA, okay. Wow, that's dope, man.
Last day. But anyway, back to what I was saying, y'all. The Cowboys, this is the best team we've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I said it is the defensive line is fixed. The defense is fixed. The defense already was great. We just had the wrong coach over there. Well, a lot of y'all don't realize Jerry was paying Dan Quinn more than he was paying Mike McCarthy. Dan Quinn was after Mike McCarthy's job. For the past 2 years, 3 years, he's been interviewing before the playoff game, so the teams were not ready for the playoffs.
Right.
We had the offensive coordinator ready trying to get out of there. And then last year when we went to the playoffs, Jerry had the Netflix cameras down there. It was just too much commotion going on. Mm-hmm. Then you turn around, you had Jerry saying something about that Bill Belichick would be a better coach or whatever that was. I mean, it was just too much going on that everybody was saying we just got to win this game and we got 2 more games to figure it out. No, everybody was counting their chickens before they hatched.
Yeah.
It wasn't just
you gonna talk about the jerseys? You gonna talk about the jerseys, or you want to keep that one?
No, we got to keep that on the season.
Okay.
We get somebody outed for that one.
Okay,
we can't bring that up. There's a lot to go on, y'all. We can't really tell y'all. Yeah. So y'all just need to leave Dak alone. Y'all think about it. Dak deserves all the money he gets because for 2 reasons. He gets dumped on by everybody.
Right.
People make jokes about him all day long. He get all them death threats. They laughing about his mom pads, his brother pads. Yeah. Y'all, no other quarterback has to go through that kind of ridicule when you have people talking about the death of your family members and your and talking to the quarterback and sending them evil messages.
Yeah, they do send them. Because I get a few of them.
He doesn't deserve that. He don't deserve that. No matter what kind of play happened on the field, that man is a human being just like everybody else. But since he's some black quarterback down in Dallas, everybody can treat him in the way you want to. We all know as a black man, you got to work twice as hard and 3 times harder as everybody. That's just how it is. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just how it is. It's just something we're going to have to always deal with. And the best thing for men to do is just do your job and pray in God and keep it moving, and everything else will sort itself out. It's going to be a good season. We're going to be able to stop the run. Now, if we stopping the run, teams can't do nothing because they can't pass on us. They're going to end up getting picked off and ran back for touchdowns. And then the offensive line, we're going to be running the ball. They don't be all that passing everybody think. We brought that guy in from Wisconsin to help fix the run game, so that's fixed. And we finna be rolling people.
What's the storyline that you hearing on Trey? What they gonna do with him? Trey Lance.
Oh, Trey Lance just need with his agent. I think they just gonna take a little small deal so he can stay with Mike McCarthy. Trey Lance's deal is wherever Mike McCarthy's going, that's where he's going because he's learning how to be a quarterback. Mike McCarthy knows how to coach quarterbacks. He had Aaron Brooks. He had Aaron Rodgers. He had Brett Favre. Mike McCarthy taught all those quarterbacks when he was in San Francisco. He the one was teaching all those quarterbacks. Mike McCarthy is an excellent quarterback coach. When Dak got into the league, they say he had no accuracy. He was just a running quarterback. Look where he done grew to now. He's a fourth-round pick. Y'all people act like he would pick the first pick in the draft. He just came a long way. Like Law always say, none of that old coaching staff that Dak had, they don't even have jobs. None of the offensive coordinators, Kellen Moore, he bouncing around joystick.
You ain't lying.
Jason Garrett don't have a job. Ain't nobody beating this door down to hire him. And everybody else, the reason why Patrick Mahomes is successful he got Andy Reid, and it's both of them working together. Andy Reid had great teams in Philadelphia. He never had a Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes never had an Andy Reid. You got to have a good coaching staff. You got to have your media. Like, when if you guys would listen to other people's podcasts and other commentators when they talk about the preseason game, they praise the players. They try to build the confidence of the players up. All the people in the Cowboys, a lot of people in the Cowboys, I ain't going to name no names. They want to tear down the left tackle. They want to talk about the quarterback. They want to say the head coach don't know how to coach, and he don't know the playbook. Won't he tell the truth about what he did to Tyron Smith? You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to do some research to find out about that favorite guy that y'all be listening to with that bald head, what he went over there and did to Tyron Smith. He went try to attack a player over a female. But they don't tell. He don't get on there and tell that business when he's sitting around here trying to trash everybody. He got fired as a daggum scout because he wasn't no good. Those teams that he was scouting those players for, we had, didn't none of them do nothing. Bobby Carpenter's, all them terrible players. He got fired in Green Bay. He don't even deserve that Super Bowl ring because he didn't do nothing. But sit up there and be in the way.
Yeah.
These people, the reason why is because he's getting everybody listening to him. He wants to sit around here because nobody want to hear any good news. Everybody want to hear some bad news. It don't work like that, baby. It don't work like that. Y'all got to do something. Y'all got to do a better job of just listening to people like Law and listen to Nate Newton. Go listen to them interviews Nate had with Mickey Spagnolia. Mickey ain't going to lie to you. Law ain't going to lie to you, and Nate ain't going to lie to you. My boys will hang with the boys. They ain't going to lie to you. Listen to people that's giving you correct information that is not trying to make money off their podcast, not trying to get clicks. Because at the end of the day, if everything's good, they don't have nothing to talk about. They want the Cowboys to fail. Because y'all people listen to their shows, y'all call in, y'all putting money in their pocket. They're making money off the backs of the millions of the Dallas Cowboys players and the fan base. That's how they get paid. They're not like Law out here giving y'all great information. You know what I'm saying? Law breaking down tape. He breaking down players. He going to the draft. Law spent time away from his family for us. You know what I'm saying? He got young kids and stuff. He ain't got to be doing this on no Sunday. This should be his day off, but he's doing it because he love us. He love Cowboy Nation. And y'all make sure y'all support him with much money as y'all can.
Man, I appreciate that, man. That's a reigning good endorsement, man. I appreciate your computer.
Like,
because
you know, the team is in a good place, y'all. Yeah. And then it's good ain't nobody been going to the training camp because they've been able to have peace. They've been able to work and get stuff done without all that noise going on. It's great right now. I wanted to stay that way. We don't need those people. When we end up going 6 or 7-0 at the first of the season, like, oh my God, what's going on? Then after that, we're gonna be beating the hell out of everybody.
When
we get in that playoffs, we're gonna run the football. We're gonna shut them down on defense because you ain't gonna have no defensive coordinator interviewing for no head jobs.
Facts. Ain't no way in the world Zim gonna be. Zim gonna be.
Get your ass up there, contain the damn ball.
That's Zim right there. He ain't gonna be interviewing. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something else. We're gonna have to watch. Y'all already have seen it from the first two previous preseason games. The referees gonna stick their hand in because they figure the Cowboys are gonna be bad this year. But once they see we good, they're gonna try to come up with some crap. They're gonna try to make some calls to try to make us look bad. Because if the Cowboys look bad, it's good for the NFL profit. Because there's more eyes on us when we losing and doing bad than when we winning. Why do you think the team is worth $10 billion? When we was winning, it was worth a good amount of money, but when we started losing and having all that trouble each year, because you got 31 other teams and 31 other fan bases that don't have to get no shit during the year because they all talking shit about the Cowboys.
Right.
As long as we down, they don't have to worry about it.
Man, facts.
Like, look at San Francisco. They got 2 players that's sitting out. Ain't nobody said a word about it. They blew the Super Bowl. The coach made a terrible decision with that overtime, and nobody says a word about it. Look at Buffalo. They had to get rid of their receivers and send them to Houston. Ain't nobody say, you don't hear a mumbling word like Jesus Christ on the cross. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to pick at the Cowboys. Because it's good for them. Some people listen to them clowns on ESPN. You see, Skip Bayless gone because God don't like ugly. He ain't going to get here sooner or later. He going to get here tearing out Dak Prescott for no reason. And I tell you something else. 103 The Fan, I know y'all be listening to Law Show. Ain't never one of you cowards came on there and apologized to Dak for all that rape shit that y'all said about him and doing all them interviews, trying to interview the lawyer and the so-called victim and all that stuff. Ain't one of y'all apologized that one time because y'all wanted to see that black man fall because y'all wrong for this. This shit don't make no sense.
Yeah. Computer, man, I appreciate you, man. Hey, I thank you so much.
Right behind y'all.
Yes, indeed,
man. I love y'all, man. We love y'all, Cowboy Nation.
Yeah, man.
Y'all need, man. We got y'all back, bro.
No doubt,
y'all
man.
Keep y'all head up, enjoy this season. We're going to kick some ass, and mother's going to be late for class.
Yeah.
That's what I tell you.
Just shout out, man. Y'all put a round of applause together for Computer, man. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. 3-6 Mafia. The Cypher, man. Guys, man. That's my guy.
Group and the greatest football team together. 3-6 Mafia and 3-6 Mafia.
Yes, indeed. That's my guy, man. Computer, man. Yeah. Oh, my Computer, man. Cowboys, man. God. Is it safe for me to go outside, ladies and gentlemen? That was a good call for my guy, man. Oh, my gosh, man. That boy right there, man, he was spitting at y'all. Nothing but the truth, man. Nothing but the truth, man. And keep in mind, he's Riggs, where you get Riggs? Get off the phone, Riggs. But, boy, 757, you're live on the nation. Then we have 409. But 757, talk to me, man.
What's up, Law?
What's up? What's good with you, man?
It's Montreal, Law.
Montreal, man. What's good with you, man? All is well, man. I can't complain. Let me set you up.
I'm doing good, man. So, look, I got a question, Law. Looking at this defensive end room, I know we got Nealon and all of them, but if Parson and Law were to go down, do you really feel safe with us?
Man, that's asking like if Myles Garrett go down and, you know, maybe Warren Thornhill for them or if anybody, if their star-studded players go down, then, of course, you're going to expect that there's going to be some type of discourse. So that's correct. 2 of your best starters right there. And 2 of your money, too, because, you know, we still paying a hefty bag for Law for this is his final year of the season, final year with the Cowboys, by the way. He's in a contract year, so normally players show up and ball in their contract year, so this would be devastating, man, if we lose Law in Parsons. I just hope if that's the case, I hope it happened before the trade deadline, because after the trade deadline, you're just going ahead and just wave the white flag. But go ahead.
Yeah, I see. I pray to God don't have.
Yeah.
We need them for it. But I'm just looking at, you know, we got 16, 17 games to go, and hopefully we make it to the playoffs. And, you know, I'm just looking at that room, and I'm like, do we really get some more hitters to get home? Right. You know, to them quarterbacks, man. And I just here's
Montreal. You got to think like this, though. I think that we are so player driven because of the coaches that we used to have on this team. Like, yes, for example, we had a lot of star-powered players with Jason Garrett administration, right? But we needed that in order to get us over the hump because there was no system put into place. There was no philosophy or scheme. So now when I was telling people, like last night, when you look at Zim, they had about 2 or 3 interceptions. Now, we only caught 1. But when you look back at it, that is because of the system. When you seeing that when Keemon Hall was making plays last night, Jordan Lewis making plays when he was in, the Oxnard practices and stuff like that, the same way, that's because you're looking at a system. And what we've been so used to looking at as players, we're looking at players to make the difference, but now it's systems that's making the difference now, and that's why you're seeing it a whole lot better. So if you do lose out on any of your star-studded players, hopefully it's not for season injury, and you keep things going. Just like we said about the fact that when you see Al Harris, he's teaching. You see what I'm saying? He's not relying on skill sets. So that's why you are able to see when we lost Trayvon Diggs, Bland was able to stand tall and still, and other players were able to come in because we're seeing true coaching now. That's the one thing that I wanted to put out there.
Okay, that's all I have for you. And, hey, I take my hat off to you, man. You one of the best that do it, man. I'm always locked in. Look, I'm waiting. I'm sitting by the TV waiting for you to go live.
No way.
It's like you bring good news to us, man. And I take my hat off to you. I just want you to keep doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Much blessings to you and your family, man.
Thank you, man.
And I thank you, man.
I appreciate you, Montrell, man. Appreciate you, man. You have a good one.
You too, boss man.
No doubt, man. I would say this, man. He put it out there, and that was my best response. I get it. Know some people don't want to wish bad juju on anyone. I don't think that that's what he was trying to imply, but he was trying to say that basically our depths, we don't have many. Like we got comfortable a little bit with Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler, as being the backups, and then to a degree Sam Williams being the backups to Michael Parsons and D-Law. Keep in mind, the reason why y'all seen Michael Parsons in the last 2 seasons playing at edge is because D-Law went down. You remember that, y'all? He wouldn't have been playing those many reps, but then they said, hey, this dude looking pretty good on the edge, and they kept him there. But I truly believe the days when I was out there, and things could change, right? I seen Parsons line up everywhere. It's going to be hard to find number 11. Right, and I was listening to some college tape back in a few weeks ago, and I was listening to how the announcers were saying that Parsons, it seems like there's more than just 111 out there. It feel like it's 2 of them out there. That's how fast that kid is. Super duper fast. But if I put him only in one spot of the field, then I'm not utilizing all of his capabilities, right? For example, just to go to DC a little bit, Superman can run just as fast as the Flash, or I think he's faster than the Flash to a degree, right? Superman can fly into the sun and recharge up. He can turn the world around, but if he's only using one of his skill sets, you would never know that he know how to do those things. Superman got a cold breath. He'll blow breath and he'll freeze you. You know what I'm saying? He got beams that come out of his eyes and stuff, lasers, right? Boy got powers, man. But if you only use one set of them, shoot, hey. If you pay too much attention to Superman, he got to have the cape in order to fly. That's bullshit. He don't need the cape. And Dan Quinn kept putting the cape on Parsons, right? Hey, you put the cape on him, man, and, put him on the edge. Nah, use that brother everywhere. That's what I would have done. But I want edge, man. I don't care what you want. You going to be the super duper man of this particular team. We're going to put you at linebacker. We're going to put you shooting through A. We're going to have you squeezing through B gap. We're going to put you at safety at times. We're going to make sure we're getting plays up out of you if you're not able to make it on that side of the field. Oh, yeah, if Superman is not faster than – but on that one episode, I saw Flash try to run and get him. And he was fighting Wonder Woman or somebody, and he turned around like this, and he punched him, Y'all remember that one? Which episode it was? Superman was looking out of the corner of his eye, and he said, He's damn near stronger than Flash. I guarantee you that. Superman OP is his only weakness. Well, what is OP? Superman Superman got some crazy speed though. Justice League on one of them just me. Flash thought he could go run and hit him on his back. Give me Superman powers, man. Shoot. But Superman, his other weakness, he got two weaknesses, I believe. He got kryptonite, and then he need the sun. You know, he need the sun. He need the sun in order to do his deal. You know, you fool around, take him to. If you Thanos, that's why I said Thanos could beat Superman, even though you know they're two different comics. Thanos fool around and zap him into a world with no sun. He done. Yeah. Doctor Strange can kill Superman. He pull around and do one of them little things like this with the little ring and put him in a place where there's no sun. Superman dead. What happened to Superman? So, yeah, you got strengths and weaknesses, right? Doctor Strange, let me know if I'm wrong. Doctor Strange can kill Superman. Doctor Strange will do this little thing right here. He'll do that little thing right there. Shoot. And put him in a land with nothing but kryptonite. Yeah. So, all right, let me let my guy D Shift on, man, from the Fold 9. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on, Law, man?
Yeah.
Everything sounded real good, what everybody was talking about, man. I was going to ask you about the six-mans on the rookie team. You got Carson, Leofold, and Nealon.
Okay.
How you feeling about them six-men if, you know, BB and Guyton coming in and Shaq and Penny?
Okay. So you entertaining what I'm saying though, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm feeling.
You feel it? You rolling with me? Okay.
Yeah. I know what you ain't. You know. I know. Yeah. I get that Guyton's not coming in as Trent Williams or you know what I'm saying to that extent. But when you look at what the offensive line was last year, and truth be told, I mean even with Tyron Smith with his his All Pro. I mean, he still, from what I heard, he struggled at run blocking, correct? Yeah, he did. And then Biotish was a rag dog.
You're right. Biotish was a rag dog. Here's how I think that this is going to come down to like these two teams, the Cowboys and Eagles again, because of the fact that you mentioned Leofold. Man, he shoot through A-gap. He's just a missile. He probably played better than any of the linebackers that they done drafted over there in Eagles land. Just saying, you know what it is. And then you think about what Parsons bring to the table, but you got to add that in to what Marshawn Nealon is going to do, because we're saying that there was starters out there and they struggled to slow down Nealon. And now you got Parsons and Nealon out there. Who you going to double team? Like, it's so many ways I can throw these combinations at you. Now, my biggest reservation is we don't have pass rushy guys, right? Outside of Parsons and D-Law on a consistent basis. Until we see Carl. Yeah. And I think they're going to have him on pitch count, do they?
And to be fair with you, I think Dorrance Armstrong, he wasn't really pass rush bin guy when he was coming out of Kansas.
Facts.
And that took time to develop. So when you talk about where Nealon's at, his trajectory's already further along than with Dorrance Armstrong. And so those guys, to me, those type of guys have they accelerate at a higher slope.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know what I'm saying. So I feel like it won't take Nealon to get to where where Armstrong was, where he left off. He might get to that, later on at the end of the season by the playoffs.
Yeah.
To be honest, because I mean, you saw the type of flash that D-Law had at that playoff game. I think 2014 when he came back from the injury.
Yeah.
Just those type of guys versus fourth round picks or fifth round wherever Dorrance Armstrong came from.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
The only reason why I'm saying some people give me kickback on D-Law, but every time in contract years of D-Law, every contract year he had double-digit sacks, So maybe he can find a fountain of youth and say, hey, I'm going to try to get this double-digit sack again, But I get what you said.
Also, from the sacks, or where you talk about where Zimmer's like improved his team with safeties and linebackers.
Right.
We haven't seen sacks come from the safety or linebacker position either.
Facts.
So you show me clips of Leopold, and you think about the speed Clark has, and you think about what Overshown could possibly do, and where Micah can come from. Like, I think that coupled with the safeties we have, we haven't seen that, so that might contribute and take away from the pressures that Armstrong and Fowler had, and that you might get that from Lawson and Needland. It might not be that hard to replace in hindsight, but man, I appreciate you, Law, and keep doing your thing, bro.
Appreciate you, man. A good call for D Shift. Great way to open up my thoughts on that, ladies and gentlemen. I think for sure that the defensive side, we may not get those. This is what I'm trying to say with Dorrance Armstrong, because we ain't gonna lose sleep on Dorrance Armstrong being gone, because he was a collector's guy, right? He was the guy that collects sacks based off of what someone else did, like he was a remora. You remember I was talking about the remoras? They are these little things that you see the shark, but the remoras are those parasites that swim next to the shark, or they stick to the shark, and they eat the scraps of what the shark done left behind. And that's who he is. That's who my guy Dorrance Armstrong is. And I think that we were banging on the table that Fowler was a guy that can create some sacks himself. But if you go back and look at the sacks that that my guy DA was able to get, he was scooping them up. He was one-on-ones, right? And they were so focused on stopping Parsons or Law or someone else that, hey, he ran freely sometimes. On twist stunts, they said, okay, let me take the thing that I do know, So that's what I'm looking at it on that, So let me know if I'm wrong, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to beat up him, but I'm just saying that, it is what it is. So let me go to the next caller. Let me see. And I can show y'all some images of remorse, Yeah, I got one right here. Save image. Let me see if I can save this right here. Y'all bear with me. So I'm going to let y'all know what a remorse are. We getting a whole channel over here. Y'all going to learn about fish today. Yeah. See, they live off the host of remoras. That's who DA was. And to a degree, I'm not saying Fowler was the same person, but they just feed off the shark. And the craziest thing of it all, they slow the shark down. The shark trying to get his food and trying to eat or what have you, and they just sucking the life off of him, and eat the scraps of what he fool around and catch. And then when the shark dies, they eat the shark, and then they go find another host. Ain't that some bull sugar? So, hey, some of y'all got some remorse in your lives, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of y'all got some remorse, So, wear the guy down, and all of a sudden, when he died, you eat him, and then you find another host. That's crazy, huh? So, I think that for sure that Parsons is going to be the guy. Def King put some fishes in the chat. Yeah. Free lunch. Yeah. I got Darius, man, from the 214. You're live on the nation, brought to you by PrizePicks and the Remoras. Come on with it, man.
Hey, Law, how you doing? You can hear me?
I can hear you good, man. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to reiterate kind of what I was saying on the call yesterday. I feel like I was really kind of misunderstood. I was kind of seeing some of the things that Boss Cowboy was kind of putting in the chat, and then the goofy ass dude after me called in and acted like he didn't hear shit I said, and he was sneak dissing me. So I'm going to go ahead and address that. So I want to make clear that I wasn't saying that quarterbacks grow on trees.
Okay.
What I was saying was, number one, if Dak Prescott isn't here, which is it's a harsh reality that could happen.
Yeah, it
like,
could happen. Yeah.
I get how some fans is like so delusional that we're gonna have Dak Prescott forever for life. Like that's the harsh reality is that they could not pay him. That's the truth. You can either believe that or not, but that is a truth. That is a harsh reality. Dak Prescott could not get paid by Jerry Jones. That doesn't mean you're not a fan or you a hater against Dak Prescott. I love Dak Prescott. I love what he stands for. I think he's a stand-up dude. But the reality is that he could not get paid with the Cowboys, especially dealing with Jerry and them.
Dealing with them, okay, yeah, dealing with them, yeah. I think that they just didn't want, like, if they wanted to, I say people do what they want to do all the time, and if they wanted to, they would have paid him after the 2022 season, right? Yeah, after he had a historically high interception year, and boom, you pay him. I think that he wouldn't been able to have any justifications of saying, hey, I want 55 or 60 at that point, because he had one of his worst seasons, especially coming off of a broken hand. That would have been the ultimate time. But I think that the Cowboys kind of like, we really kind of skittish on him. And then he came back the next year and played a whole lot better, and now we're here. And I think that the Cowboys are looking at – they hurt, man. You can tell, man. You can tell when they hurt, bro. They hurt. Look, a third of the fan base hurt right now. They hurt. They didn't see the playoff game coming the way it came, against Green Bay. There's no way. They didn't even see us lose. Green Bay lost to the Tommy DeVito and them. You know what I'm saying? They lost to the Panthers last year, So they didn't see this coming, man. That's what happened. They hurt, bro. They hurt. And they act off of their emotions.
Yeah, but yeah, what I was saying was that that is a reality. That's a fact that you cannot deny. It's a fact. You can't deny something that's a fact. So with that fact being a fact, you have to. If that was the case, if we were to not pay Dak Prescott, guess what we have to do? We don't, like you say, Law, fold up like a wallet. Nah. You keep pushing. Yeah. You keep pushing. So when you keep pushing, what that means is you have to find you a quarterback in the draft.
Right.
I know quarterbacks don't grow on trees.
They don't.
But the harsh reality is you would have to find another quarterback, people.
Oh, yeah. At this point, yeah. I'm with the belief. If you don't have a quarterback, you draft one every year. Look at the Raiders right now. Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. That's who they got to fight for, as the quarterback for their team. So it's never, not everybody got a Dak Prescott in, I guess, the Trey Lance that's grooming to be a quarterback. The problem is that, like for example, if Trey Lance had years left on his contract, I'm all gang. But he don't have years left, so all three of these quarterbacks, like you said, they could be in that situation. Whereas it's not the end of the world, right? We never know. Hell, Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round. Look how that turned out, right? So you just never know. Right. The draft is a crap shot, but I'm always with the belief: a bird in your hand is better than 2 in the bush. And yeah.
I know all the law makes sense.
Yeah. And you know this one. I would rather have him hit. I would rather have Dak inside the tent pissing out versus outside the tent pissing in. Because a lot of people fail to realize Dak on the Washington team, they got a crumbled offensive line. They are hoping that this a quarterback can pay out and pan out. Because I think I retweeted this one right here. Here's a list of like the quarterbacks that they've been through. It says this will be the fight. This will be 8 straight years that the Washington will start a different quarterback week 1. If you look on my page right now, you see that, bro? They haven't found. Look, and none of these boys that's in that picture is better than the quarterback that they got rid of. Kirk Cousins, I thank God Kirk Cousins wasn't on that 2000 and the 2020s. If Kirk Cousins was on the 2020s Washington team, who knows what would have happened, But I'm glad they didn't have Kirk Cousins, you see.
Yeah, and I want to make this quick point before I got to jump off, but I will say that Jaden Daniels is going to be he's going to be one of those dudes. Mark my words. Jaden Daniels.
I'm marking your word. I'm marking. Now, the offensive line is terrible now. He's going to get battered and bruised for the 20. He got Tyler Biggedish out there. So I know for sure there's 3 sacks from all guys from the inside. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But what I was trying to say was that if you draft properly, you can hit on a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, it's not doom and gloom if Dak Prescott doesn't get paid. There are quarterbacks that is coming up, and I can identify them right now.
Okay.
Like I said, Shador is going to be one of those dudes.
Okay.
Arch Manning is going to be one of those dudes. Another kid name is Dylan Raiola. He may be one of those dudes. What I'm saying is, fam, if you pick the right quarterback, it's not over with. It's okay. We're still Cowboy fans. We will live. That's all I was saying. I just feel like I was extremely misinterpreted.
Yeah. I got you, man. I got your back, bro. Bro, appreciate you, Darius. Appreciate you for calling in, bro.
Yes, indeed.
Good call from him. Yeah. So this is the reality that you could be seeing, right? 8 straight years that the Washington will start with a different quarterback week 1. Now, I would say this, though, I know for sure out of this list, about 4 of these guys, somebody was saying that these guys are better than Dak Prescott. By 4 of them. I've seen storylines where 4 of these guys, people saying, yeah, man, he's better than Dak. Well, how that's going for the Washington team, let me know. But it's a real thing that people think that it's easy to find a quarterback. And I'm going to take Darius' word and see if Darius going to be right about Jayden Daniels, without that offensive line and things like that. And we'll find out, man, whether or not this will be a situation. And it goes back to this. Malik Neighbors. Ooh, Malik Neighbors is good. That Neighbors is good over there in Giants land. But they got Daniel Jones. They got DJ over there. Oh, my gosh, man, they got DJ over there. And the jury is out on what the Eagles going to do. I get it. I'm quite sure week 1, week 2, week 3, damn near to week 4, they probably have the number 1 offense in the National Football League. You can book it. They're going to have some good stuff that people are going to be saying, yeah, it's good. But I'm finna reverse Stephen A. Smith them. Just wait. Yes, it's going to happen. Yeah, you can book it. Yeah, just when you think everything is right with that particular offense. What can go wrong? Say it with me, baby. Say it with me. What they gonna happen? Yeah. And I can't wait. I'm gonna do my Stephen A. Smith impression. Yeah, what can go wrong will go wrong. Come on, baby. Just wait on it. Kellen Pookie Moore. And it's gonna start off with that offensive line. It's gonna start off with the offensive line. It's going to start off with the defense getting pissed off because there's so many 3 and outs. They on the field. It won't be no equilibrium. Yeah. It's going to be what can go wrong, what go wrong, will go wrong. Yeah. Come on. Yes. Murphy Law. Yeah. All right, man. I got Stephon, man, from the 408. You're live on the Nation. Then we have my guy Triller from the 336. But 408, you're live. Talk to me.
What's good, my boy?
Not much, Chief. Talk to me, man.
Yeah. You got some sleep?
Man.
Long late game, man.
Man, that game was so late, man. Shoot. The chickens was like, hey, man, are you going to do my job? Or what's going on, Law? When you gonna go to bed? Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked yesterday about Trey Lance. We talked about him a little bit yesterday.
What?
And I told you that you would probably have a better outing yesterday. Of course, talking in past tense.
Yeah.
He's going to have a better outing, and his trade value stock was about to go up.
Right.
Now, I did tell you this. I did ask. Now, let's say if you were the GM, and the contract is not going too well, he's not gonna be corporate. He's gonna say, yeah, everything's going good, this and that. We probably won't have a deal. Probably told you.
You got 4 weeks countdown. If the Cowboys don't come up with a deal within 4 weeks of Dak Prescott, ultimately, I'm agreeing with my guy, DeMarcus Spears. Yeah. I'm agreeing with him with what he said, that if Dak Prescott don't have a deal by week 4, it's over with. I think that's Marcus Spears that said that. Well, it could have been the other big boy. Yeah.
We don't got to deal. But now, I'm not going to say over here that the front office is highly competent like that to get 3-4 deals knocked out. They don't got that. They're not like that. They're not nice like that.
Nah.
They're gambling on my boy Dak to get hurt at some point this season. So that's where they're holding out and paying him. So I'm telling you right now, that's what it is. He's saying, I can't guarantee I'm going to pay this man all this money when I got this young 24-year-old kid that I'm going to develop. I'm telling you, Law, I'm letting Cowboys Nation know not to get too excited. Everybody on Twitter is like, they're going to pay Dak. We're going to pay Dak. We're not going to pay Dak. You can bookmark that. We're not paying Dak, bro. And I'm not saying because I don't want it to be
Right. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's reality. It's like if you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. They've done it before. You know what I mean? And you know what? And Dak not holding up. Dak is at practice. Dak is he's at the games. You know what I mean? He's part of camp.
Yeah.
You know, he ain't tripping either. He ain't bugging either. He's all right. He can get 40 million next year regardless.
Oh yeah. He can pay regardless.
Now, how do you do it? Like, what do? Let's say your talks is not going too well with his agent. The agent want a lot of money. He's like, hold on. We draft really good, so that means we got to pay all our dudes. This bill's going to come up soon. You know, you're going to have Micah next year. And Mike's going to be the highest paid defensive player. You're going to have CD Lamb. He wants to be the highest paid wide receiver. Bro, they said all this about you want to match Justin Jefferson or be a little bit less. That's bull sugar, like you said. Bull sugar. Yeah. He wants more money. More money. Tyler Smith is going to be the highest paid guard at some point, and it's going to go on and on. Deron Bland later on. It's going to happen.
And that's the NFL. That's the price of doing business too. Like we all know that you're going to have to pay these guys, and the Cowboys' ancient philosophy of deadline make deals, right? Sometimes people don't finch. Sometimes people will sit there and be like, hey, I'm not going to finch. I'm not finna sit back and stay still. I'm going to sit back and stay still because this agreement that you had on the paper is not what I want. And they try to sweat you out. And if anybody that the Cowboys need to probably play a different game, but I think that's what Greeny said, is Jerry. They need to play a different type of game. Yeah, they need to do that.
Yeah, they need to do that.
Yo, you all right? Ventriloquist law. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, yeah, I hear myself twice, man. I don't worry. I said, wait a minute now. This is what dying feel like. You can hear yourself before your soul leave your body. What's going on?
I'm recording our conversation.
You recording so you can make sure you play it back. Well, you can just already rewind. Well, record it.
I'm going right to the source. I'm going right to the star right now. Let them know what Law Nation is saying, bro.
Yeah. You try to Riggs. You recording me, man? No, it's all good.
I had you on my truck, my Bluetooth, so I unplugged it, and then it had a little interference. But now we good now. I said, man, I don't want to take up too much of your time. People wait, but yeah. So what you think? I mean, there's a whole night and day with my boy Trey. It was night and day yesterday. He didn't make a lot of mistakes. He played. He made no interceptions. Played good.
When you bring
on the 5-yard pass.
Yeah, when you bring run game into the picture and you lower the attempts, then of course you should get a better productivity with a guy like Trey Lance, and ultimately to that same degree. That's what I've been saying, even to my guys, point Dak Prescott. I don't want Dak Prescott throwing 40 to 45 times a game. I want to keep him at that magical number of 25 to even 30, depending on if we do have run game. I think that's the secret sauce for the numbers for Dak Prescott and for a majority of the quarterbacks that's in the National Football League. So I just look at it from that aspect of it. But go ahead.
No, what I was going to say is, like, and I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
Is that there's this system where you have a quarterback like Trey Lance. I'm going to say like that. Trey Lance brings the dynamic. I'm not saying he don't pass the ball better than Dak, but it's all a work in progress. Trey Lance is still 24 years old. Yeah, you can talk about he's been in the league 4 years. You subtract 2 years from that because he was hurt.
Right.
Kyle Shanahan, gave up on him and didn't have the patience to continue to develop him. It looks like Mike McCarthy, who is the QB whisperer, Mike McCarthy turned Dak Prescott into an all-pro after one season. You feel me? Dak had one of the worst seasons of his career, and everybody was on him like, nah, like, you know what, he's not our guy. Well, Mike McCarthy says, you know what, Kellen Moore, I'm not gonna lose my job because you let me take over. He took over. Dak's an all-pro. So now it kind of like gives a little bit of faith to what Mike McCarthy. It's like Al Harris, right? Al Harris, you don't gotta have the best talent at corner. You just gotta have traits. Al Harris will bring out the best out of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy drafted Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for 3 years.
Yeah.
Jordan Love came after that, and under Mike McCarthy, and he sat for his entire rookie deal, basically.
Yeah, basically rookie. I get all of that, but here's the thing: Mike McCarthy don't have a contract for 2025. Neither does Trey Lance. So if you were to do that, you have to sign Mike McCarthy, you had to sign Trey Lance, and then you have to figure out a way to get rid of Dak Prescott because he's still on the books for $40 million, right, for next season. And you letting him go for peanuts, right, for the unknown. So it's like we said with the ideology of the yeah. It's like settling for, okay, I got this IG model. She's look good, she's pretty, but damn, she can't cook. Let me teach her how to cook. And now you starving at home at night. You know what I'm saying? You always looking over saying, man, I remember the other girl, man, she was throwing it down. But, man, I got to figure out, can this Ruby Rose really cook, man? And she can't. She just look good. And that's what we dealing with right now. Yeah.
We're still gonna be we're still gonna have to draft a quarterback. We're still gonna have to develop a new guy. Regardless, let's say if Dak don't owe the Cowboys nothing, he's gonna go and do what he gotta do. Like I said yesterday, he's gonna feed his family. You know, so we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We don't know what's we only speculate. You know what I mean? We don't got the inside like that. We don't know what's really going on. You know what I mean? So we could say the front office has made a ton of mistakes, which gives me the impression that Dak Prescott don't want to deal with the front office no more. You know what I mean? Like Dak Prescott is going to be loved wherever Dak goes, whether it's Las Vegas, whether it's the Giants, whether it's anywhere that he's a quarterback, he's going to be loved, bro. He's going to be loved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's going to get the love that the front office has never given him. Never given him.
Truth be said, man, he's beloved here. He's loved here. He just, he's
beloved by the fans.
By some of the fans. Yeah, front office. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
It is what it is, but Dak is probably, you know how Zeke, he likes Zeke like a child, like a son. Dak has always been distant. That's kind of like what I've always heard. He's more of a distant person. He don't get too close. He keeps the business, you know what I mean? He don't get too familiar. He keeps it business, which is how it should be. Yeah. But, and that maybe, Jerry Jones, he wants somebody who's going to coddle to him and, tell Jerry, you look good today, Jerry. Your hair looks nice, type of thing. I don't think Dak's that kind of guy, you know what I mean? So I don't think, and I think, it's reflective, everything that has happened in his career. Like you said yesterday, his dad's crying because they don't believe in him. They don't believe in him. You feel me? So
that is the saddest part right there when when people don't ultimately believe in you, but they just rolling with you because of what you brought. So that's crazy.
Fans, what do we do? Like in a situation like this? All right, what are we're gonna this is the last ride.
In closing, I would tell you this though, is that majority of everybody that's watching here been fans of the Cowboys before Dak Prescott even knew who the Cowboys were or even could spell Cowboys, right? So most of these people are fans before he was on the team. So I'm quite sure we'll be fans even when he's gone. But it's just crazy how we handle this situation. Normally when you get rid of someone, you want something back in return. With that kind of caliber, you won't get something back, or you want to see something materialize before you let it go. So to lean and depend everything on Trey Lance, that's a tall order for him even for him to even be in. So, but we'll find out.
We talking about next year. We're not talking about this year. Yeah. It's not. This year's Dak. We're gonna ride with Dak this year, though. And then you never know what can happen, right? Anything can happen. That can get injured. God forbid it happens, but he can get injured. And then this is the way Tony Romo went down. Tony Romo got hurt in a preseason game. We didn't expect this young rookie from Mississippi State to have the season that he had. You know, so sometimes it's a gamble. It's a 50-50 chance. You can be a pessimist or you can be negative. Or, you can be pessimist, you can be optimistic. That's on you. Yeah. I'm gonna be optimistic and hope for the best. And if it don't work out, it don't work out. It's no been doubt. 30 years anyways. What's another 31 years? You know what I mean?
I feel you, man. Appreciate you for calling in from the 408. Yeah. Not all storylines are the same, right? And I get it. People always think that the ending would be the same. However, Tony Romo went down, comparable to a Dak Prescott went down. Now, I'm not beating up Tony Romo. I'm not saying that Tony Romo is less than Dak. But Dak Prescott in his career, in his first 8 seasons, been a little bit far better than Tony's, even from a record aspect and even from a passing aspect, touchdown to interception ratio, completion percentages and things of that nature. And to be fair, I'm not beating up Tony Romo because we all like Romo. He played 14 seasons, and, of course, Dak haven't been to his 14th season yet, so he's still growing and putting things on his resume. On top of that, to me, just to me, Dak takes better care of his body and health than Romo. If Romo had the measurements of what Dak Prescott does as far as body mechanics and keeping up, then who knows? Tony probably could be still playing. I don't know. But I can tell you guys, ladies and gentlemen, to say that, hey, Dak is going to get hurt and it's going to be, hey, Trey Lance is going to be the next Dak and it's going to be all of this stuff, it is going to be one of those things. It ain't happening, Captain, So 2 different situations, 2 different things. And like I said, I'll go to my grave saying that if Tony had a better coaching, we probably would have been able to see him in the Super Bowl or beyond, right? So that's just what it is. Robert Bass says Romo was a little fat, but he had a gut. He had guts. Yeah, he did have guts. But, the Romo versus Dak thing, I get it. There's going to always be those who look at Romo and say he didn't have a fair shake at it on his way out, right? So to get it back at Dak, they would love to see like the Romo guys, right? I call them Romo guys. The Romo guys would love to see the same thing happen to Dak, right? But it's not the same. But that's just really what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go from here. But somehow, TA says, "Law, that's what they're mad about." Yeah, and I get it, right? Like everybody would love for Romo to have the Elway story, right? Win Super Bowl, 2 of them on his way out, right? Or have the storyline of what Tom Brady did, Go to another team at least and win a Super Bowl, right? But it didn't happen that way. The guy was battered and bruised, broken, and stooped. Ken Art, my guy, what's good with you, man? What's good with you? What's good with you, Ken? He says, that's my dog right there, man. He says, success for team success as salary rise, it is probably important for the quarterback to be a team friendly. But this front office has mistreated Dak. So, yep, and I think you had another super chat. Ken Art says, hey, Law, how much do the Chief offensive weapons make? How much money do the Chief offensive weapons make? That, my friend, I can pull it up. Give me 1 second here. Matter of fact, I'm intrigued about that because let me go right here. Give me 1 second. It won't take me long, ladies and gentlemen. And don't y'all get mad about the Romo stuff, man. I always get people mad about that Romo stuff, man. Y'all get mad about that Romo stuff all the time. And I get it, though. Everybody get mad about players that they beloved or what have you. But it's water under the bridge now, though. It's water under the bridge now. While I'm pulling up this stat line for your mind, let me get the next caller on, right? And Trilla from the 336, you're live on the Nation. Talk to us, man.
What's good, Law?
Not much, man. Talk to me. What you got going on?
I'm chilling. First of all, man, Trey Lance is trash.
Trash.
Know what the last guy was talking about. Bro, it's trash, man. If he was so good, he would have beat out Sam Darnold. He would have beat out Brock Purdy. He would have beat out Cooper Rush. He would have beat out Jimmy Garoppolo. Instead, they threw him to us for a 4th-round pick. I don't even want to talk about Trey Lance.
Got something back in return. That's what good teams do. They figure out ways to get something back in return. And
this is what I got for the show, though.
What you got, bro?
Imagine if Dak Prescott had 3 extra possessions every game. Imagine if the D-line leave gaps for the linebackers to run free. I really think Michael is going to win defensive MVP because them got this scheme he doing. If our 2nd and 3rd string can be the first team offense, I really think Michael's going to win defensive MVP.
Okay.
And I want to talk about this Malik Neighbors thing because he was talking a whole lot of trash to Diggs. The Diggs. And Danny Dimes still throwing to the other team. What's going on, man?
Say it again. Who was talking a lot of trash to Diggs?
I said Malik Neighbors was talking a lot.
Oh yeah, Neighbors. Oh yeah, shoot.
and Danny Dimes still throwing the ball to the other team.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, it ain't gonna work well with him as long as they got Daniel Jones in the mix, man. I don't think that team is ready. And I'm not basing this off clearly because of that preseason game, but Daniel Jones has been Daniel Jones in it for a minute in that same light. You know what I mean? So I don't think that, it's going to be anything differently. I think that's going to be a team that's going to give you 5 or 6 games a year or less, So, and the same thing with Washington team, I think they're the same thing too.
Another thing, man, everybody keeps talking about Dak ain't going to get paid. Dak going to get paid. If we look at the 2021 quarterbacks the 2021 quarterbacks that got drafted, none of them are on their same team.
Right.
We look at the 2020 draft class, none of them have really did anything. We look at the 2023 draft class, none of them have really did anything.
Right.
Out of those 3 years, you only can name probably 1 or 2 quarterbacks that you would say is better than Dak, and one of them is Joe Burrows.
And Burrows, and here's what I'm going to take with Burrows. They better go to the damn playoff and win multiple playoff games this year. If he get hurt, if they don't win a playoff game, then he need to be in the same boat. I don't give a dog what anybody says because that defense that year, people fail to realize, and against that Tennessee Titans game, they definitely don't win that game if that defense, I believe they forced 4 turnovers, 4 takeaways, and then they had to get the kicker, McPherson. If they had the kicker that we had that year, I believe the guy is Maher who couldn't hit her, you know what I'm saying, paid her or what have you. Oh, it would have been crazy, bro. But, that defense stood tall. McPherson was able to kick field goals, and they were able to get the turnovers. And that other playoff game that he won against the Ravens, it took a Sam Herbert forced fumble against Huntley or whatever that kid, the backup quarterback for the Ravens, a scoop and score for them to win that game. So people don't watch. People only listen to the 3-letter and the 4-letter network, and they give kudos and credence to everybody else, but they don't pay attention to what our inefficiencies are, but they only look at everybody else and say, hey, look what they are able to do. It's crazy.
And another thing, we need to find a way to call DeMarcus Ware so he can get Nealon some pass moves. Because Nealon looking real good. The defense looking real good. I really think we're going to win the division again. I really think we're going to go to the championship. And if the refs throw a holding call, we might even win the championship and be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. See you at Frisco at the free practice.
Man, appreciate you, man. Hey, you have a good day, man. Appreciate it. Good call from you,
Sure.
Yes, sir. Good call from Trilla. Okay. Let me know if Brian Bradford said, "Oh no, my chat ain't working no more. Let me see if I can refresh and make the chat work. Chat line ain't stopping on you. Y'all let me know if the chat working, because I don't think the chat working. But what I wanted to do here is, Trey Lance didn't do nothing. Okay, yeah. Nealon is not trash at all. I think that, and then he's coached to stop the run, then get the quarterback. So it's difference of the way that they are playing defense too. I think that they have different responsibilities, but you can still see that Fihoko and Nealon, they don't have pass rush moves. So hopefully my guy Carl Lawson, when he gets into the building and get ready to play, that he plays a whole lot better, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can pull this up and see if we can get this going. Bear with me. All right, so what I did was I got the side-by-side of like where money is going. So on the Cowboys, they are paying we're going to get this going for y'all. They are paying $63 million for quarterback. The Kansas City Chiefs, this is my guy Ken Art, man. I want to give him this intel, okay? They are paying, for the Chiefs, they're paying $41 million for their quarterback room, okay? So we're paying $60. They're paying $41. Running back room, they're paying $6.1 million. We're paying $8 million. Wide receiver room, we're paying $38 million. They're paying $25 million. Tight end room, they're paying $26 million. We paying $6 million. So offensive line room, we're paying $42 million. The Chiefs, they're paying $70 million on their offensive line. D-line, they're paying $40 million. The Cowboys are paying $42 and $45 respectfully on offense and D-line room, And linebackers about the same, $12 million. We paying $12 million. Yep. Secondary, we paying $40 million. They paying $33 million. So everybody got to pay $255 million. So how their money is dispersed, they paying $70 million on the offensive line. They're protecting their number one asset, which is Pat Mahomes, right? So that's how that team is structured. We can break down other things of like who's getting the most out of their money, but it is what it is. Every team is different. When you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, they got a system that's already been in there. There's no, hey, we're going to change this system out. We're going to change that system out. I think that collectively, even their defense been secretly good for the last 2 or 3 years. Their defensive coordinator, he's not looking for a job. He's not on monsterjobs.com. He's literally saying, okay, I'm the coach for the defense. And Andy Reid, I'm the coach for the offense, or / head coach. So difference of paying the difference there. And they said, okay, they still shoot themselves in the foot for losing that Super Bowl against Tampa Bay. Why? They didn't have no offensive line. Had a wide receiver they can run really good, but didn't have no offensive line. Pat Mahomes looked pedestrian without that offensive line there, right? So they looked and said, okay, let's not go back and revisit this, right? And for anybody to say, well, they got no outside weapons, well, give me Travis Kelce. And tight ends don't get paid as much as wide receivers, by the way. But he is by far your best wide receiver because he's a wide receiver / tight end. And automatic mismatch. What you going to put on him, a linebacker or you going to put a safety on him? You going to dedicate a safety on him? How you going to stop the run when you're running the ball? You going to dedicate a linebacker on him? How you going to stop the run? So you got to pick your poisons because he got two-way goals. He accounts for two in the biggest parts of your field, and that's the middle of the field. Yep. So they got a system over there, and it's working for them. It's working for them. Right? So let's go to got a lot of these people in here. Let's go to from the 608. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by PrizePicks in the Mix. Talk to me. Hey, man, doing great.
That's what's up, man. My name's Robert. I'm out of Wisconsin. I listen to your station all the time while I'm at work.
Appreciate you.
You know, I'm a DSP for Amazon, and I've been a Cowboys fan for a long, long time.
Hey, man, appreciate you.
I just want to know, you know, when is it going to be about football with the Cowboys? You know, like, our team is looking good. We probably looking as good, like, I think we looking like vintage Dak and Zeke era. You know what I mean?
Vintage, okay, going back in like 2016.
Yeah, but as far as the build of our team,
right?
But, you know, with this draft and develop system that Jerry is implementing, you know, it takes us a while to get to that to get a complete team. We haven't had a complete team since we started doing this draft and develop system. Like you say so often, you know, the Cowboys are cheap. We don't like going out into the market and getting what we need. You know, we rather develop. But I feel that the Cowboy season right now is real promising. I've seen a lot of tenacity from the players so far. Trey Lance looked real good. He actually kind of reminded me of, you know, Dak when he first came into the league. You know, he wasn't putting up any big numbers. You know, he had help from Zeke. You know, so I don't know. I'm just excited for our season this year, and I don't want to jinx it. But you know, it starts with an S and, you know, ends with an L. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I mean, we all looking for that, and that should be every team goal, is to win it ultimately. You know, we don't have kids in 3rd and 4th grade and saying you would never graduate. Your goal is not to graduate, right? But your goal is to graduate, but you got to finish your completions of this grade first. But the ultimate goal is to graduate from college and graduate from high school and get a good paying job and you know, be an enforcer or be an entrepreneur and do something with yourself. So I think that people should write the vision, make it plain, and then manifestation is a real thing and shouldn't be afraid to say it. You know, only the people that don't want you to say it don't want you to use the power that God ultimately gave you, you know, or provided for you and installed in you. So just say what you want, man, because at the end of the day, hey, everything that we see was spoken, you know, and I tell these people all the time that this particular team got everything that they need. But even though when they see things that they need to go out there and grab, because you got to have that sight and that sense of urgency to know that this guy, regardless of whether or not you think that they can do this and that, at the end of the day, you got to have that sense of urgency. When the Cowboys LVE went down last year, that should have been the green light to say, okay, we got a good team. We need extra players to take us over the hump, to get us in process or get us in the way of getting us a little bit further, because that's what the 49ers did. They went and made midseason acquisitions. The team that beat us before the trade deadline, they made sure that they went and got more and more weapons, more and more pieces. So we got to be we got to be aggressive. We got to say to ourselves, we want to win, but we can't be walking out here timid. We can't be walking out here with doubt and worries and stressed out and saying that we got to worry about 2025 and 2026 and all of this money stuff. Look, worry about the now and the moment and get things going. But the Cowboys, to me, operates out of the areas of comfort, and they don't take that extra risk. And you can't do anything if you don't allow faith to walk in there, because now you have more fear and you try to make the decisions, and that's when injuries come about, and then that's when the other team have unbelievable inspiration and motivation and confidence, and they beat the brakes off of you. You see what I'm saying? That's what the Green Bay Packers did. You know, that's what they did. Mm.
And the crazy part about the Packers, I was just thinking about it while you were talking, is that, you know, they do have that draft and develop as well.
True.
So, like, they're the youngest, like one of the youngest teams in the league right now.
Yeah.
You know, they out of their mind. But you know, I think that's the way of the future is just, you know, straight from college and toss them straight into the fire. You know.
Yeah.
And that it works. It works. I'd rather see my guys play right away too that I drafted early. You know. But that's all I had to say. You know, I want to wish you well and all the Cowboy Nation well. And you know, it's all love, DC4L.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, man. DC4L, man. Appreciate you. Good call from you, man. That's my guy.
No problem.
Yeah. And I'm just saying that to be real with y'all. Sometimes, like I said, your success can be your own enemy, right? Your memory can also be your own enemy, your own mind, your memory. They said an elephant can grow up to be over 2 tons, right? Or even more, right? But when the elephant is at his youth, you can take a stick and nail it in the ground and put a rope on that doggone stick and tie it around the elephant neck and feed the elephant. And that elephant can get about 2 to 3 tons then from there, however big the elephant can get, and can literally pull that stick off and keep it moving. But his mind is so conditioned that he goes back to his youth and back to his earlier stages, and he say, man, I can't move this stick. So I'm going to just stay right here and allow someone else to feed me peanuts, allow someone else to feed me hay and stuff like that. You got to have your mindset to know that I got to have a short-term memory to some of these things. And the Cowboys, y'all tend to panic. They panic because they are so much reminded of the past of you can't do this and you can't do that. And before you know it, you have a multitudes of people saying that this is what happened to y'all in the playoff time. This is what happened to y'all when you get to the postseason. This is what going to happen to y'all when y'all do get there, because that's what happened 2 years ago. That's what happened 5 years ago. That's what happened 10 years ago. And they believe in that, and they begin to listen to their own panic stuff, and they become panic man. And the fan base falls right in line. That's why it be so quiet at the stadiums in some games. We be sitting like, wait a minute, we supposed to be the loud ones. This is our house. But they would say, remember, you that big elephant, but you got that stick and you haven't done anything since 95. Yeah. Yeah, pretenders, not contenders, right? So that's why Aaron Jones said, this is my house, man. We went, he's somewhere still running on the Cowboys. But here's the thing. That's why I say y'all got to support these boys. MK wasn't on this team last year. Mears Learfile wasn't on this team last season. Tyler Guyton wasn't on this team last season. And Cooper Beebe wasn't on this team last season. So somehow, all of a sudden, y'all trying to put them under that same umbrella. Like, nah, y'all trying to condition. Y'all fail to realize, man, there's life in that mouth, man. Yeah, and death as well. It's a two-way road with it. I got these last 3 callers, and then we going to ball up out of here. I got the 870. You're live. You've been waiting here, man. Talk to me.
Hello, Lo. How you doing? Cecil.
Cecil.
Talk with you. Yeah. How you been doing?
Man, doing great, man. Good to hear you.
Yeah. I'm just make it brief. I just thought we had a good draft. I like the way BB and Guyton is playing. There's no saying that when a lineman can stay on their feet, they're very good. I not one time did I see either one of those guys on the ground. And they had great technique. And in fact, Guyton was so good, I think Crosby even butted him and kind of hit him in the chest. He admired how he played, And I just and then I was looking at BB when he was blocking he actually knocked down number 95 nose guard,
right? And
he hit the linebacker. He has good awareness and good eyes, and I just love the way he plays. And but I got I was going to say about Wanya Thomas. He has terrific timing. You don't have to pick the ball off all the time, but his timing is real good.
Right.
And what I'm worried about, there's a numbers thing going on. I really would like to see like Makumu stay. He's 6'3", 230. 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 He's 6'3 he's a big corner. You know, he never did really get to show what he's had. You know, and
yeah,
I was watching him guarding this little receiver, and he stuck
Right.
with him. He was only looked to be about 5'9", 5'10". He stuck with him, and he's 6'4", 6'4" and a half. I don't know.
Yeah, he's tall.
So
guy.
he has a lot of talent. I sure would hate to see him leave this team. You know, I hope they can keep him. And my last thing is a span forward. You think he's going to stay on the team, or you think they're going to keep him, or what?
Well, he haven't showed us anything, and they paid him one of the highest monies for I guess the undrafted guys. But there's a spot for him, I believe, on the practice squad because he haven't showed us enough to overtake Hendershot. He haven't showed us to overtake John Stevens Stevens, whatever this guy's name is. And then he haven't showed us enough to take over anybody's spot. Alex Hollier, I think he showed us a little bit more. Princeton Fant as well, to be fair to those boys.
Yeah.
So I would think that the Cowboys try to stash him a little bit and say, hey, you know, we really like for you to stay here. You know, we invested some money in you. You can keep the money. We would love to have you on the practice squad, and we'll be ready for the 2025 season to see if we can regroup and get some things going. And that's what I would do, you know, because I give him the Rico Gathers thing, and you know, as long as he don't try to make rap music and stuff like that and get things going for us, we'd be okay with him.
Yeah, because what I was really amazed about is the way he could block. He hasn't been in a situation. I didn't see it when they played the game where he was doing much blocking. They didn't have the cameras on him, but I know he looks to be a devastating blocker, you know, and you can always use it on your tight ends, but yeah, I do agree. He's got to do more and everything.
Yeah.
And, look, I know you got a couple more callers, and I don't want to hold up all your time, but really appreciate it, and it's always nice talking with you, dude.
Likewise, man. Thank you. That's Cecil, man. Appreciate you. Good call from him. Anytime you talk to someone like the name Cecil, it sounds like they all sound, it's like God destined people that name Cecil to have the deep voice. You know, it's weird, you know, but every Cecil I know got a deep voice, and he got a nice, you know, deep voice there. I got Robert, man, from the 820. You're live on the nation. Brought to you by PrizePicks. You in the mix. Talk to me.
Hey, Law, baby. Yeah, I've talked to you before. This is Robert Bass. You've seen me on your chat and everything. I was listening to the last caller. Totally agree with him. One thing, I think we have a great team. I just hope we don't mess around. Let's sign Dak. And who else we need to sign? Come on. We got a great team. And the only thing we might need a little help is at 3 tech. Do we have anybody behind Osa? And other than that, I mean, I think we got a scary team. Like you were talking about, all these players that we have this year, we didn't have last year. Those are some big-time players, man. We're strong. And I just, and I like that whole thing. Panic, man, had me cracking up. That's Jerry, you know, that's Stephen Jones in his office, man. Like, it just cracks me up. You know, we need to get with that urgency. You see how, the other teams, they're good at a spot.
Right.
Yeah, there he is, the panic man. That's exactly it. And we might be good. And we got to still get good backups because if this season's 18, 17 games long or whatever, and people get hurt, it's like 2 seasons in one.
Yeah.
So I agree with all of it. I think we've got a good team, and you got a great show. Thanks a lot, Law.
Thank you so much, Robert. You have a good one, man. It's a good call from the 820. 469. What's on your mind? Talk to us.
Yo, good afternoon, Law.
Hey, man.
Carlos here, Los. How you been, man?
Man, I'm great, man. A long time no hear, man. What's good?
Hey, long time no talk, man. I'll just get straight to the point, and it's just this one point. We all know this offseason has been meh, right? But it's no surprise. The Cowboys live or die by the draft.
Yeah.
And we know we ain't getting no primetime name because the last primetime name was actual primetime they signed. So you got to think about it. It's been years since they went all in. So we just got to get used to this, you know, this development of team, right? But I will say with this draft, of them drafting Guyton and Beatty, man, those looks like studs, man. Especially Beatty, if you watch his film and him take, that center and the linebacker. Now, one thing will be is if BB can call out blitzes if they come, kind of similar to Travis Frederick. But if he can get that on the game, man, Cowboys have a home run. But my point being is, I don't expect this team to be great. Like we're not going to be those Kansas City Chiefs now, right? But I do expect us to win games, and we're going to lose games against the better teams, right? But I really want to know if this team is capable enough of being ready for the moment, because I just live with that sour taste in my mouth with the Green Bay Packers coming to our home and just putting an ass to belt. You know what I'm saying? So if this team is capable of being ready for the moment, then I think anything is possible, right? But, hey, I've been waiting 20-something years to see a Super Bowl. But, I mean, like my Dallas Mavericks, right? They went to the finals and they didn't win it. That just goes to shows. So just because you make a championship doesn't guarantee you one. So you got to want it. So that's all to it, Law.
No doubt, man. It's a good call from you, Los, man. Good call from you, man. Good call, man. As we depart, man, I appreciate all of the callers, man. We had so many people. I couldn't get to everybody. But I would say this, though. It's always great to get a chance to talk to people, what your thoughts are. And next time I have the show more structured. I forgot to do who's your 2 stars up, who's your 2 stars down. That will be the format the next time. You know, when we do these long live feeds or what have you, it's all about, therapy, and having that moment with people with like visions and things like that. And I really appreciate it. If it was for, quick viewership grab, I'd do a 4-5 minute video. Just get on up out of here. Enjoy the rest of my day. But I'd rather sit back and talk to you guys, all of the beautiful fans out here, man, that support the team, support me, and we have disagreements here and there, but that's just how life is right now. Everybody's going to agree with the same thing. That's the flavors of life, It's crazy. You walk in somebody's house and they have some of the similar things, but their couch may be there and TV set may be over there. That's what this life is all about, just having your unique view of things. And thank God that I'm able to talk to y'all and give you guys my unique view of things. And some of you guys concur with some of those things, right? But what I'm telling you guys, never have your mind set like a concrete and stone on players, right? And then listen to what we are saying from these perspectives. If you are a person that's in this space, like listen to what we're saying. We're just try to listen to what we are saying from these perspectives. Like what's on the other side? This is what we do every day. Every day we talk about this Dak Prescott thing. Every single day. It's a grab on the attention because it's such polarizing, right? But these are the truth things of it all. That the truth of it all is he don't negotiate when the season kick off, right? So once the season kick off, and if this is what is agreed upon, then that's what he would do. Once ink is on paper. But if ink is not on paper, you have to wait a full calendar year before they can go back to the drawing boards. And the Cowboys decided to do that. What we're saying about Trey Lance is not that Trey Lance is terrible. It's not that he's bad about anything. He just don't have time. You don't have time to sit back there to teach and be ready for this guy to pick up things. Keep in mind, the Raiders defense is not like people act like, okay, we were doing that against the first team Raiders. Yeah, but that's the first team Raiders. Don't y'all know what the Raiders were last year? Come on now. Don't y'all like they got a few players. And the Raiders not like they are a juggernaut of a team. So what I'm telling y'all, just pump the brakes. It's the Raiders. It's not like they got Dion and them out there, you know. But Max Crosby was a really good guy, you know. But they're not like a household juggernaut of a team. They're the Raiders. The Raiders. They didn't do any game plan. Preseason, you don't game plan. When you get to the regular season, when you get there to the regular season, they game plan. They game plan. They force you to play left-handed. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So you can't put too much stock in the preseason games. The Lions went 5-0 one preseason and lost every single regular season game to be 0-16. So don't put too much stock in preseason. Good or bad. That's all I'm saying. It's preseason. It's equivalent to when you preheat that oven. You look at preheating the oven. And some people are so anxious, right? They are so ready to get the meal. They make an ultimate mistake and they put the food in while it's preheating. Yeah, it preheating, they putting the food already in there. It ain't gonna taste right? You gotta let that oven, and when you go ding, then you put the food in there, man. Then you be eating. That mom good. once it's ready. That's all I'm trying to say. But we can look at some things and do our micro evaluations. But week 1, we better be ready. Yeah. John Stevens, that's his name. I keep calling him Stephen John. John Stevens, yeah. So, yeah, it's still frozen, yeah. Yeah, we need a swing tackle. Yeah. Rev said one more time, preseason game. Yeah, and granted, you know, for what it's worth, you know, it is what it is. Cowboy Nation, do me a huge favor. Hit the like button, share this content. Let friends or neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Beyond. I played this song just the other day, and when you look up Tut, he's Michael Irvin's son. And what I wanted to say here is I wasn't aware of like some of the negative things that we were seeing out there due to, you know, some affiliations that he may have been with. But I'm going to tell you, the song itself embodies the true spirit of what he went through to continue to propel and push music out and overcoming some of those negativities, as well as the Cowboys. So the more and more we put positivities out, when you look up this, boom, instead of all of this stuff, this negative stuff on the kid, the number one thing that you see now that on the search engine is now Law Nation Sports, because I posted that song on my X app, you know. So I'm a true believer that, you know, you can turn a negative into a positive. I don't have to dive deep into what the negative things are, but I can tell you that there's something about this song that can help someone out.
That's how you do it, son. You do it like they did it.
Do it like they did it.
I wanted to stand in front of my boys and say, do it like your dad, like any proud dad.
Any proud dad would.
And at that moment, a voice came over me, and it said, look up, get up, and don't ever give up.
The fight started, baby. Come on. Get back on your 2 feet and get that done. Don't contemplate it. Let's get that done. This victory televised for who.
Let's get it, baby.
I'm standing tall, my chest up, chin up high like they can't break me. Lights on, it's time to fight. Fight. They know just how we coming. This Dallas boy, we tryna fight. Lights on, it's time to fight. Fight. Game time, it's time to fight. Fight. We won't never give up.
Don't ever give up, y'all.
We don't never give give up. We don't never give up. We don't never give up. The fight started, baby. Get back on your 2 feet and get that done, don't contemplate it. Let's get that done, this victory televised for who couldn't make it. I'm standing tall, my chest up, chin up high like they can't break me. Like Sean, it's time to fight. Fight. They know just how we coming, this Dallas boy, we tryna fight. Like Sean, it's time to fight. Fight. Game time, it's time to fight. Fight. We don't never give up. 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 We don't never give up.
Never give up, ladies and gentlemen. On top of that, in these type of times, that prize fighter, even when he's down, even when the weight of the world is all on him, and everybody said that you can't do this and you won't be able to do that, it's time to stand tall. Taylor says he got dialysis tomorrow. Got to keep fighting. Can't give up. Got to keep it moving. Got to keep it moving.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
When the end comes for all of us, which it will happen one day, you can book it. You can guarantee it. But I want to tell you guys, when it comes from me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. That's Jim Rowan, by the way. You got to be hungry for the things that you want. You got to be willing to fight for the things that you want. You got to be willing to take the commitment and be committed to the commitment of the things that you want. You got to be so deep and stooped and ready to weather the storm. You see, the sunshine is good. The rain is good. But all of those things, too much of it can still be bad for you. But you got to understand that that's life. And life be life, don't it? Think it's not strange that you will be hit with the trials and tribulations of this life and world. That you will second guess yourself, doubt yourself, and not think it's possible because of where you're from. Because maybe you wasn't the most polished stone. Maybe you wasn't the smoothest stone. But every day you chipping off the rough edges and you polishing yourself to be great. And then when they try to break you, there's diamonds inside of you, baby. There's golds and rubies. Because you've been through the pain and suffering. You've been down in the low dial. You've been in the valleys, in the shadows. But you come out of the fire more valuable than when you went in. That's what it means to be who you are. Ain't that right, J Business? Ain't that right, Legendary? I see you in the chat. Ain't that right, Bro G31? Appreciate you. Ain't that right, TA? Daniel. Gracia, Ice Wall Cowboy. Appreciate you. Come on. Got to keep fighting.
Spartans, prepare for glory.
Let's get it. And if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you all hold everything taut and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme, oh yes, and you will scheme, and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, and plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, oh, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty, the famish or fame or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you, Louis J. Business, Tax, away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and everyone that's under the sound of my voice that's listening, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Oh, wrong one. But we're going to play that one too. That's my theme music. Yeah, baby. Come on.
What more do you want from me?
Damn.
Yes, indeed, Louis. He said, I let God bring me what he wants me to have. But also, ask and you shall receive. Yes. Come on. Sometimes you got to remind the Creator. Even the dogs get crumbs from the master table. Where's my blessing? Gotta ask. Come on. And you shall receive, baby. Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established. Come on, baby. Let's get it.
For the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf.
Yes, indeed. My guys at Ortiz, he asked him, give me health. Give me a peace of mind, Lord. Yes. And give us these wins, man. Come on. We need to win at the right Ken Hart. We need to win. Shout out to my guy Ken Hart. That's my guy over there. Come on with it. Now, I'm asking him to run it up for us. That's all we want. We just want to run it up for right now. Hey. Come on. Hey, 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 come on, come on. All right. Watch my guy Gucci. Gucci think he's slick. Gucci think he's slick. Watch Gucci watch. Watch Gucci. Watch Gucci. Gucci, I saw you, man. Riggs. Oh my God, man, Gucci. Oh, we got some breaking news, baby.
I talked stuff. I probably had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Assets and resources that we don't.
Let's go, birds fly, Eagles fly.
See if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
Oh my gosh, man. Let me get on up out of here before I make somebody else mad. Let me get on out here, but at the end of the day, man.
Nobody, baby, and who can do it like me?
And who?
Who can give you what you need?
Nobody.
Who can do you all night long?
Nobody, baby. Shout out to PrizePicks. Do me a huge favor. Download PrizePicks. Use promo code LAW. Come on. All right, if go give me something to eat now. Let me quit playing with y'all. Let's get it. Cowboys trigger. Trey. I ain't gonna give y'all my brother's real name on that one. You know. Shout out to y'all. One love. Review it. Burger Bay. Hey you. What we tell them? Don't let the street lights hit you. Thank you.
You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your
Play a tune. Steak and shrimp. Shout out to Stephen Carroll. What happened to Stephen Carroll? I missed him, man. Where's Stephen Carroll been at? Stephen Carroll, put SC in the chat for Stephen Carroll. Breaking news. Monty's still crying. Salute to Sadiq. She's saying her heart is hurting. Thank you, my dear God, for giving me strength. I need your mercy right now. Grace and mercy, we praying for Sadiq. Now, I said put SC in the chat for Stephen Carroll, but it's like a double entendre. Put SC in the chat for Sadiq Charles. Come on. I be on. Put SC in the chat with some prayer emojis. SC with some prayer emojis. Come on, baby. We got you, Sadiq. Come on. We all been down that dark path. I was in that dark moment and mode this morning. Talking to y'all help me out. This is therapy for me, believe it or not. I miss that woman every day. I miss that woman. Y'all know I miss that woman. But one day at a time.
God sees in you what you don't see in yourself. And that's why he chose you to break generation cycles. And he about to open door for you. See, when you invest in something, and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're going to have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I want to get mine out the mud.
Want to get out of the mud.
I want mine out the dirt.
Come on with it.
I don't want no handouts. I don't want no
SC, I love it, man. I love the people putting SC in the chat. Appreciate y'all.
Such and such put you on.
Come on with it. It's almost over with, y'all.
It may sound harsh.
May sound
but
harsh.
I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up.
Let's get it.
Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. And once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. Wow. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me? Let's do it. The flowers don't chase the bees.
Come on with it.
The flowers just are.
Yes, indeed. DC for life, not for sure. We got prayers out for you, Sadiq. And let's go. Salute. Close it out, Unc. Unc, close it out. Come on, Unc. You got to close it out for us.
All I ask.
Not you, Unc. The
is
other
when you
Unc.
lay your head on that pillow at night, you know I gave you everything I had.
Sacrifice
Don't give up the fight. Everything will be
It'll be all right, y'all.
on any given Sunday. Yeah. Depend on you. If you win or lose, you know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday. Yeah.